Hello and welcome to this episode of the Downvoted podcast, where we mostly do Downvoted, the anti-Reddit show, and then, I don't know, scavenge to do an intro about some other stuff like important things like world politics and economics and whatever. But everyone's here for Downvoted, the greatest show since, I don't know, just browsing Reddit and laughing. Jackson, start us out.
The greatest show since 2.5 Men.
Yeah, which was 1.5 Men. Then they made the sequel. It was a little better.
Hey
There's
guys.
a sequel?
No, the joke is 2.5 Men is a sequel to 1.5 Men. If you think about it. Yeah.
I see.
Yes.
It's actually a sequel. It's a prequel to 12 Angry Men.
Yeah, that's the movie that wraps up the whole series. That's awesome.
No, Downvoted doesn't have to just be Reddit communities, by the way.
Oh.
Well, you're a little late saying that.
Yeah, shit. We're already like 7 episodes in. Okay.
Yeah, I would have
It's
had
just this-
contenders.
Fuck.
Yeah. Well, send me contenders. It says
Okay.
on the tin. I mean, I guess with the name Downvoted, it does make sense that it's Reddit
Yeah, I
only,
thought
but
it was a
other forums
Reddit
have-
bracket. I thought it was a Reddit only bracket. That was the point.
Yeah, you've done nothing but Reddit and said Reddit. Send us your best Reddit.
And the
Here's a
logo
Reddit.
is
I
based
said
off
send
of
us-
Reddit.
I
Yeah.
said send
And
us
it's
your
called
Downey the
best
Downs
online
arrow.
communities. I said send the worst online communities. It says it underneath the fucking subtitle,
Well,
but still.
the
Anyway.
top 30 are going to be Reddit anyway. So whatever.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine.
You're gonna send you onion links to like child porn forums,
Oh,
like
no.
snuff
Yeah,
cartel
great.
movies.
Let's
Yeah,
keep
thanks.
season 1. Let's keep bracket 1 all Reddit. We're this far in, and then later on, how about we open it? I think that's more
Well,
fair.
which episode is this now? What number are we on?
Like
I
7?
think we're on 7.
Yeah, no, it's too late.
Okay,
You gotta
let's-
stay Reddit now.
We're gonna do Downvoted at the end of the show, right? We're gonna talk about normal things right now.
Yeah,
we
this is the
usually do.
normal.
Up to you.
This is the official podcast period, which is where the three of us just exist, and then we do Downvoted later, which is the hoopla. I don't know, the shtick we have going on for this season of the official podcast.
We've gone through many different phases on the official podcast. We've been through our things we like corner.
Things we like.
We've
We
been
had
through
the
our quiz
trivia
show
shows.
corner. Yeah.
Trivia shows. We had what the fuck was it? We used to have one where we would fill something out. Do you remember that one? That was like a long
No, I
time
don't
ago.
Something out.
Where someone would bring like a list and we would try to slot in where they would go or something. I don't remember. We've done a few top
Anyway,
10 list
That was
episodes.
trivia.
Challenges. People saying we had our challenges arc where we challenge each other
That's
and then
true.
wouldn't do the challenges.
Yeah, because then we went, fuck this. Here we are.
And then we had the arc where we would talk about jerk off stories every episode.
Oh, we
That
had
was
our
like
gay
guest-
sex arc. That one's still going. That never ended.
It's prevailing, yeah.
Yeah,
that one's
it's
mostly
str-
Jackson.
longest
It's our
running
most
arc.
popular. It's kind of like if you take Dragon Ball Z, it's like, well, there's the Super Saiyan arc. It's like, well, when did that stop? You know, that's just kind of it now. You know what I mean?
Backed by popular demand.
Yeah.
Jackson's gay sex corner.
That's right. The Jacks off corner.
No, I like this corner. It's fun.
Okay.
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 Wait, no,
Can we-
I meant
we should-
downvoted,
we should-
not the gay sex one.
No, it's too late.
Oh.
It's too late.
All right, what's been going on this week? Has anyone been paying attention to anything that's been going on this week?
Can I bring up a topic I had
A
for
little
last
bit.
weake that I didn't
Yes.
bring up because we ran out of time?
Why are you
and
asking
I'm
for
curious.
permission? It's fine. Go
Okay,
ahead.
can I speak on my podcast? Is that okay? Am I allowed?
I
Okay.
don't know.
So I saw
Debatable.
this happen last week, and I put a note of it in the topics, but then we did more interesting ones, so whatever. But then I kept thinking about it, and I was like, no, I really want to talk about this. I'm sure you guys are aware that culturally we have shifted toward everything is gambling, right?
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, there's been news
Yeah.
popping up everywhere. You know, addiction's getting worse. Everything has gambling built in. Gambling apps are easier than ever. It's everywhere and everywhere and everywhere. But something happened to me where I went, wow, this is everywhere. So I go to the gym at about midnight usually. It's nice. It's great. You know, you get it to yourself. I have a flexible schedule. It works for me. But the main point of that is the TVs in this gym. It's a big commercial gym. They got televisions on. Are just kind of left on. You know, no one's like changing channels. No one's monitoring it. No one's working there to put stuff on that's appropriate. And what happened is they left on some third-rate sports channel. You know how like when you look at cable packages and shit, it's like, oh, this isn't the NFL channel. This is the Inside Coaches channel where we only talk about NFL coaches, like channels that shouldn't exist. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
And I found out there is now a casinos and gambling channel on television.
No.
It gets worse. So not only is this a thing, and apparently it gets decent viewership, one of their most popular shows of all time ever is you watch a guy play slot machines. That's the show.
The most boring gambling device.
Yes, exactly. Nothing else happens. There's no strategy. There's no nothing. He just sits there in front of a camera and pulls the lever or pushes the button for an hour straight. That's the entire show.
I mean, arguably, the guy doesn't even need to be there. It could just be set to automatic.
Exactly.
That is such a boomer rendition, and this is a TV channel?
Yes, it was on television, actual television. There were commercials for fucking Cheez-Its and shit. Like, it was on TV.
You know how they say, like, somebody will retweet a really super slop TikTok with, like, Subway Surfers and whatnot, and they will say, imagine showing this to, like, a Roman soldier. It would giga-fry their brain.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how I feel with, like, boomers. If you took the boomers who watch that channel and showed them kick.com, where people just fucking beat the shit out of their parents and whatnot when losing gamble bets and just drive drunk and shit.
Yeah,
that is sad. I wonder how much that channel costs.
Well, what's amazing as well is the fact that this show exists and it's on television of all things, because television often has reruns. And I can't imagine ever rewatching an episode of this guy doing slot machines. You either know if he wins or he doesn't. There's no anything. There's no build-up or tension. What's the point? Oh,
can you even tell? Honestly, if you're a boomer who watches that shit, I don't know if you could tell reruns. Slot machines look the exact same, even like back to back. Two polls look the same to me.
Exactly, yeah. It's
100%.
Unless the guy wins, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's such a boring thing to watch. I don't understand how you would package that to be entertaining.
I don't get it, because I get if you're waiting for a big win and it's exciting and you're like, oh my God, he did it. But the rest of the time, nothing is happening. You know, it's not like let's say an esport where, oh, there's an actual game going on, or a regular sport for that matter. Yeah, some games are more boring than others, but there's a game to watch. Whereas with this, he's pushing buttons until maybe something happens. Big maybe. I don't get
betting
it. There's like boomer
sports betting.
esports.
It is.
It really is.
Sports betting has like ruined everything over here. Like my favorite sport that I follow, they've stopped putting games on before 8 p.m. They wait until after 8 p.m. when it's legal to run sports ads during it. You have to stay up super late to watch the fucking sports games now.
Everything is gambling, man. Fucking every celebrity is doing commercials for various gambling apps. Everything has gambling built in. It's nuts, dude. Everything is gambling.
It's so profitable.
Yeah. Especially in this economy where people don't have a lot of hope. So they're just trying to win.
Did you see CoffeeZilla made a recent video about the gambling epidemic, basically, and how much it has infiltrated all facets of our life?
Yeah, there's another one with Ordinary Things that came out recently that I was going to watch, but this is getting to be the hot button where people are starting to call this shit out.
Yeah. The example that he showed that really blew my mind was there was a banking app that allowed gambling.
Oh.
Like you could gamble with your savings.
Oh my
Just for
God.
fun.
Gambling on what, though?
Even our fucking entertainment has become gambling. Labubu's, Pokemon cards. It's not about the game or the collection. It's about, oh, I hope I can get a rare one that's worth money. You know, that's the only reason they do it. They're not interested in it beyond that.
Loot boxes have been a part of gaming for 15 years now.
They have. But here's the thing. 15 years ago, people played the Pokemon card game and bought it, and the majority of people playing it were buying the cards to play the game. Now the majority of people buying Pokemon cards are buying them to hope to resell them at a profit, and that's the only reason.
Ugh.
Buying Pokemon
Thanks
cards
to
is an
YouTubers.
investment.
What'd you say, Jackson?
Buying Pokemon cards as an investment.
Yes, exactly it. It's shifted from an actual commodity, which, by the way, a significant portion of the player base is children, so you're taking it away from kids. but it's now a stock. It's no longer a game or a toy. Magic the Gathering, same thing. And thank God I have a Magic the Gathering update, folks. After all this time, I've kept my mouth shut. The company is feeling the effects of all the bullshit they've been doing and is reporting huge fucking sales drops and losses on newest products. So good. Go fuck yourself. I'm glad it's happening. Absolutely glad it's happening.
Transformers crossover didn't do a banger.
So Magic is pulling out their Fortnite card, and they're like, look, we got Doctor Who and Avatar, The Last Airbender, which I also wanted to talk about in the show, because Kaya, you're going to love this one. But anyway, so they're like, oh, we did Doctor Who and this and this and that, and prices were going up and up and up and skyrocketing, and player base was growing. Final Fantasy comes out, and it's the peak of the entire game. It's like the best-selling series of all time, huge record numbers of people going to tournaments and buying product and all this stuff. But then they put out Spider-Man. It's fucking Spider-Man. But here's the thing, it's fucking Spider-Man. How do you fumble Spider-Man? But they did. It's one of the worst-selling sets of all time, and everyone hates it. And now, after that, they've put out Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, which is also bombing really hard.
No one
they're
likes
all bombing
Spider-Man
now. And I think people are getting sick of it and going, oh, wait, this fucking sucks. This is terrible trash. Why do we like this?
No one likes Spider-Man. I reckon Spider-Man might now be one of the most disliked superheroes of all time.
Potentially.
So oversaturated. Way too many
I was joking.
movies and games.
Is he actually disliked? I thought he's like the most generically liked.
I feel like the Magic audience is going to have that, like, oh, I hate Marvel stuff kind of hipster attitude, and that's what's really hurting them, you know?
I thought it would be like Tom Holland still playing like a 16-year-old. Like, okay, we're kind of over this. It's been 10 fucking years of Tom Holland in high school.
So I want to bring up another story related to that. So good Magic is bombing. It's finally falling off. I'm happy to see it. They deserve all the hate they get. Fuck them. But Kaya, this will be relevant to you. Their newest set, or one of the very newest sets, is Avatar: The Last Airbender. Right? Now it makes sense. You know, there's 4 elements of stuff in Avatar. There's 5 colors of magic. You can do a lot. There's a lot of potential here. The thing is, though, for the artwork for most of the cards, would you like to know what they did? Take a guess.
Is it AI?
Wipe their asses with it.
Okay, so there is some AI, and they've already been getting shit for like a year over using AI. They did something even lazier.
Aren't they like a super woke company? Aren't all the woke companies like,
that's
AI
what makes it funnier. They're a company that employs thousands of artists, and then they started using AI over the last year. It defeats the whole point.
Oh, wait, let me guess. Did they take old real art from the show and AI upscale it very poorly?
Ding. Okay. The normally high-resolution, beautiful, handcrafted artwork for Magic the Gathering cards drawn by real artists has been replaced with fucking 240p screenshots of the television show that are blurry and hard to distinguish on the cards.
What franchise again?
Avatar: The Last
they didn't
Airbender.
upscale them?
No, they're just zoomed in.
Oh, okay. Wait, I have a worse example for you. If you want to look at my screen, apparently the Mortal Kombat's people released an art book, and what they did is they took the ancient like pixel art portrait photos from all the old games for the fighters, and AI upscaled them very poorly.
Yeah, I remember.
So now they look like complete dog shit. So here's Melina, who looks like she has like fish lizard eyes. Katana, who looks like she's just fucking drunk or something.
She looks like she's being sucked into a portal via her face. These are so bad.
She looks like a demon that haunts you during a Benadryl overdose.
Yeah. She's the one really telling those kids on the subreddit to take the Benadryl.
Well, apparently the rest of the art book is no good either, because a lot of the fighters are just straight up missing or didn't get proper, like, the segments they deserved. But also, yeah, they took all of the older art and lazily, slapped this together, I suppose. I'm trying to find full pages, but I'm failing. Yeah, here's more.
Oh yeah.
Shang Tsung.
God. He's got the smuggest grin I've ever seen.
He looks like Predator.
He does.
Terrible upskill.
It does.
How does this pass like the process of approving the final?
I don't know, man.
Printable.
You know how I think? If I had to guess, I would imagine they outsourced this to people who upscaled it, and then the approval part was also outsourced. somebody in Bombay just said, yeah, good enough.
Yeah. The fact that AI is so quick, it means that these companies can just fire it out without ever even looking at it. It costs them nothing, basically, to make a shit product, because even if a handful of people buy it, they're making money back, you know?
I love as I'm trying to look for these full pages, I'm scrolling past a bunch of like fan arts that is 10 times better.
Yep. Should have
Like,
just had
I'm
fans
scrolling
draw the
past a
book.
shit ton of AI too, but yeah, you could have just found somebody on DeviantArt and hired them, or
You don't even have to hire them. If you want to be lazy, go find already made pieces and say, "Hi, we'd like to license this. Can we put it in the book?" I'm sure millions of Mortal Kombat fans would love that.
even better, just use the old low resolution pixel art on something like a Magic the Gathering thing where they just took screenshots from the TV show.
Yeah.
That doesn't work. But with Mortal Kombat, the pixel art was the point. It was a pixel art game. That's what it looked like. You want nearest neighbor upscaling, and that's how you want it to look.
It's just so lazy. So Kaya, I wanna give you a little quiz, a little Magic the Gathering quiz on how lazy they were related to all this AI art. You ready? Okay. So there is a Magic the Gathering card called Blasphemous Act. It's called Blasphemous Act, and the art typically depicts like Game of Thrones Red Wedding stuff or genocides and whatnot. Now it's in the Avatar set. What part of Avatar: The Last Airbender do you think they featured on the card?
As blasphemous?
Yeah, a blasphemous act. What part of that show do you think would be good art?
Does this include only the original Avatar?
It's
the Last
only the
Airbender,
original.
but also Korra?
There's no Korra as far as I remember. I don't think Korra's in the set.
Fuck, I don't know. That would have to be like, is it like Iroh spilling a cup of tea?
No. So it's very, very in the beginning. It's when Aang finds out that his entire airbending tribe got genocided while he was frozen. You remember that scene where Aang shows up and he's at the temple and they're all skeletons and he blows it up because he gets so
Avatar
pissed.
mode?
Yeah. And he gets so pissed and distraught because he sees that his whole tribe is killed. You remember that incredible scene?
Yeah.
Now do me a favor, search Avatar Blasphemous Act Magic card and see what art they chose for that
really
moment.
Happy over it or something?
Oh, you'll see.
Is it really cheerful?
Oh, you'll see.
Which one is it?
Oh, fuck. Maybe go to the search. I don't know if it'll be in images because it's been getting leaked. Try that one. Yeah, there it is.
Sorcery?
Look at that.
It's him going Avatar mode. Why is that blasphemous?
Exactly. So for audio listeners, this is a scene, it's early on, so no spoilers, where Aang finds out his whole tribe has been massacred, and he reacts by basically going Super Saiyan and getting pissed. There's 1,001 moments from that scene that you could use, but the art that they chose is Aang just standing there. Just basically doing nothing.
Yeah, if you know nothing about Avatar like I do, this doesn't look like anything. It looks like he's and there's like a force field around him. There's like nothing.
And it's blurry. Like, look at it. It's blurry. That's not your screen, Kaya. That's the actual art on the card. It's insane.
This is something I used to do. No joke. This is something I used to do when I was like 14 and I had a pirated copy of Photoshop. I would make my own playing cards with stuff like this. I would take screenshots from my favorite animes and I would make playing cards out of them because I was like, I'm going to make my own Yu-Gi-Oh!
We're back to the fans are making better products than the actual company. And that's when you know your company is fucking failing.
There are actual examples of blasphemy in this series too, by the way, because Aang as a character is supposed to be the pacifist. I'm nerding out now, but his whole deal was that he's a pacifist and he has never fought anybody just out of petty revenge, or he's never struck anybody down just out of anger when he didn't have to. But in that one episode where they kidnap Appa and he has to fight that hive of bees, one of the bees actually flees away from him and Aang still strikes it down because he's angry. That's blasphemous.
There's a million things they could have done, but Kaya, I think they know better than you because they chose the picture of Aang standing in the middle of a field doing nothing. So.
They should have chosen the bee. It should just be a bee.
They should have.
Yeah, but it's like, and now imagine being a fan of this game, which I feel very sorry for you if you are, but imagine you pre-order a $300 collector's box of this and you open this card and this is your incredible super rare card that you get, a blurry 240p zoomed in screenshot of a moment where nothing is happening.
Oh wow. Yeah, you can really tell the upscaling on that. Like there's
so
no
bad.
details on his on his face. It's all just a blurred mess.
Oh God, it's so bad.
I love. Did they not even get in touch with the original studio to get like the originals or something? You can see the JPEG compression.
Yep.
Yeah.
On the art.
It's
That's
not
really
good.
bad.
And a lot of the cards are like that, where they're just pictures of people from the show, like not even action or moments. It's just characters from the show are the picture art for stuff happening. It's pathetic. I called this however many years ago, and earlier this year I sold all of my cards, and I've never once regretted it. This game is going to bomb. It is going to die. The bubble's going to pop. People are going to realize this shit is garbage, and it's going to die forever, and I cannot wait for it to happen. They deserve it 100%.
What an unserious game.
Yeah.
I've been feeling the exact same way about Bungie at the moment. Like, I'm actually just looking forward to them shutting down. I know people are going to lose their jobs and stuff, which is, I guess,
they
sad.
actually are.
Well, I just the numbers in Destiny 2 are the lowest that they've ever been. And Sony just recorded a $204 million impairment loss on Bungie after, remember, they just bought them 3 years ago for $4.6 billion, and then immediately Bungie like ruined their game.
Now, you don't think that's because of the Silver Surfer dad and son broing out while fighting aliens?
There's a lot of things I would point to as the eventual decline of Destiny. But more on top of that, like the follow-up game Marathon or whatever has been embroiled in drama as well, like art thievery and shit like that. So it's just been constant L after L for Bungie, and it's like I don't know how they survive.
Oh, that was them where they stole some like low-level artist's entire portfolio, and the guy was like, "Hey, that's my art."
Exactly.
Like no one would find out.
The entire art style of Marathon was basically stolen from this artists, like direct rips.
I don't get why these companies don't just hire them. It's a single employee salary to pay for the entire project if it's working. It's crazy.
Yeah,
well,
really.
Bungie is just like a basket case of just absolute arrogance. Like they've been around for so long where they genuinely don't think that they can do any wrong. Or at least until now. I think that actually might get shut down once Marathon launches.
They're downwardly resizing.
Oh yeah, good corporate speak for firing a bunch of people.
No, it said downwardly revising. So
yeah.
They've basically
revising. My bad.
Sony's had a look at how much they paid for Bungie, and they're like, yeah, we overpaid. We overpaid by a few $100 million.
Yeah.
We're gonna write that off as a tax loss, basically, so that we don't have to pay tax.
It's corpo speak. Oh, we're shrinking the company. We're firing people. We're making it smaller scale. Jesus.
Yeah, I don't see how they survive this. There was a time period during Destiny history called Curse of Osiris, and that was the previous lowest amount of players. Everyone hated the game at the moment. Bungie themselves came out and said, like, we're 3 weeks away from shutting down the game because no one's playing and it's really bad. That was the Curse of Osiris saga. They're now even lower than those numbers. So this is bad.
Yeah.
Bad for Destiny and Bungie.
Which set was the Silver Surfer guys?
That was Lightfall. That was
that after or before?
After Curse of Osiris.
Okay, because that's the moment I was really considering playing it, and I was like, oh, I've heard amazing things, and then I watched kind of a look through that to see if it was worth it, and I said, no, I'm good. I'm all right. I'm not going to play this.
No, I don't recommend anyone plays Destiny at the moment. What's the point in investing yourself in something like this, especially now, if it's like literally maybe months away from shutting down?
How many hours do you have in it now?
Me, I haven't played since Final Shape came out last year. But overall, I had like probably close to 5,000 hours across both games.
I mean, yeah, you're the expert. I don't doubt it. Kaya,
I like this. Well,
no, I was kind of steered a different direction. Go ahead, keep going.
Oh, I just like the studio has since maintained operational independence from Sony, though Sony recently said that Bungie's autonomy is getting lighter. Perfect. So they're gonna yank that leash.
100%.
Yeah. Well, they need to. They absolutely need to.
Bungie is going to be a studio in name only very soon. They're going to put out products, and it's going to be all Sony driven and just with Bungie's name on it for
Well,
fan
I mean, no, they
recognition.
have to. They have to. Like,
Yeah.
it's the only way that Bungie will survive is if Sony actually just absorbs the company at this point. They cannot do it on their own. Also, that next sentence in that paragraph is very funny. That their get out of jail card right now, their next expansion or whatever, is apparently a Star Wars themed episode or Star Wars themed expansion called Renegades.
Oh my god! Fuck
So that's
off
their
with
idea.
crossovers.
It's
I know,
so
it's
funny
so
that
bad.
these days every
God
failing
damn it.
franchise's get out of jail free card is just bring in more franchises.
It's
It's
so
so
bad.
pathetic.
Everything is just one incestuous blob, one amorphous, incestuous, inbred blob.
Everything wants to be Fortnite. And speaking of, I have to stand up and applaud Fortnite because a couple days ago I played the Simpsons crossover that's going on right now, and it's good. They remade all of Springfield
we
as
lost
the Battle
Andrew.
Royale map.
He's zooming.
Did my
Who
mic do
paid
the
you?
thing?
No.
Oh, sorry.
No, we're
sorry.
saying you're bought off.
No.
How much did it cost,
yeah.
Andrew?
And look, Epic Games pays very fair wages in their creative program. I got to say, no,
How
I'm
many
kidding.
V-Bucks did they give you?
I got all the skins, all of them. But no, but for real, they remade all of Springfield as the map, and they put a bunch of jokes and references from the show, and that's all it takes. Like, they admit they're soulless and go, look, we actually made a thing. But these other companies, they're trying to shoehorn, go, oh, it's Destiny, but also Star Wars. Look.
No, okay. Let me weigh in on this as a Destiny fan. Fortnite's entire point is that, right? Fortnite's
Yes.
entire point is the multiverses of IPs coming together. That's like what it's based off of. That's
Mhm.
all it does. That's all it ever does. That's fine. That's the entire goal
Yeah.
of the project.
It is soulless, but it knows how to be fun.
Destiny, on the other hand, is a established universe, its own universe, lore heavy, immersion heavy, or meant to be
Yes.
immersion heavy. It makes absolutely no fucking sense why I now have a lightsaber in that game.
Right. And we're looking at the same with Magic the Gathering, which is throughout their storyline. They went, well, there's multi-dimensions. So this is like the robot planet, and this is like the realm of dragons, and this is like the giant library that runs the world, and this is all cool. But then one business exec stepped up and said, well, what if they then went to Doctor Who world? And what if they then went to Avatar The Last Airbender world? And that's exactly what's going on with the game, where they've just abandoned everything they've ever created to instead say, hey, let's all go to Spider-Man New York instead. Crossover.
You know when you're like you're single, you're looking for a romantic relationship, or you're in the dating market or whatever.
Mhm.
You know, like the most unattractive potential partners are usually the most desperate ones. Like the ones that are really like, you can tell they're super
I'll
desperate.
take
like they have-
whatever. I'm
Yeah.
polyamorous
Yeah, exactly.
and pan or whatever. Yeah, gimme.
That's the feeling I get from Destiny 2 choosing Star Wars right now as their next
Yeah.
expansion, basically. It's like desperate. It's sad. You can't stand on your own 2 feet anymore. You need fucking Star Wars, which itself is going through a
Transformers.
crisis.
Could've been
here's
worse.
Star
the
Wars has been
problem.
going through a crisis for like 10 years now.
Here's
And you
the
choose
problem
Star
with
Wars.
it, though. Here's the problem with it, though, and the three of us need to go to our little raid shelter and wait the storm out. It works in most cases. These crossovers and expansions and whatever, they sell really well. They bring in the numbers because casual people just buy it because they're stupid and they hit themselves in the head with rocks for a living. And
Maybe in
unfortunately,
Call of
that's the world
Duty-
we live in.
Maybe in Call of Duty and things like that. I don't think it'll work in Destiny's case.
I
Maybe I'm wrong.
know for a fact Magic said for the longest time all their crossover sets were like record sellers. It's only recently that they're finally falling off, thank fucking God. Call of Duty, I think also it worked for them for a long time, and only now recently are people like, okay, this is getting stupid. Like, this is too much. So I don't know.
Someone will eat it up.
Yeah, there's always some gullible person. There's always that person who they go to their office job and they crunch those data numbers, and then they go home after 8 hours of working and they hop on the PlayStation and they look at the Call of Duty store and they go, wait a minute, is that Optimus Prime? And a smile and a tear rolls down their cheek because finally
Wait a
they're
minute.
seen.
Is that gun a bong?
Yeah. It's just like me. That's my whole thing. I make things bongs. And then they buy all the Seth Rogen packs.
Whoa, what's that? Is that our sponsorships right now? Over to
Whoa.
them.
Oh,
Wait, I love money. Let's go.
enter the
Ugh.
multiverse.
Enter the multiverse.
The multiverse of
Fitbod.
sponsors.
We should make a mega ad.
We should pitch all of our ads as we're going to the multiverse now. It's part of the show. Look, there's Fitbod Jackson benching 415. Wow.
What's up, guys? It's Jackson here, telling you about the wonders of Helix Sleep once again. Why? Well, because Helix Sleep makes fantastic beds, and they're also a fantastic long-time partner of the show. Those things go hand in hand when I feel like I can earnestly tell you about how incredible Helix Sleep are. I mean, I've slept on Helix Sleep mattresses before. I've been through their process of buying and ordering a mattress for myself. I've, again, slept on Helix Sleep mattresses. So I know for sure that what they aim to do in delivering a wonderful night's sleep, they actually accomplish on. Let's just put it this way, they're the most awarded mattress brand for a reason. Even experts from Forbes and Wired agree on this fact that Helix Sleep creates some of the best mattresses around, and they do so in an entirely affordable fashion. And on top of that, you know, you've got options. You've got the Helix Sleep quiz that you can take on their website. I always harp on about this, but they've got a quiz that you can take, not a quiz that'll get you into a university or anything like that. Not a highly pressure, time-sensitive kind of, exam test or anything like that. It's a sleep quiz. Basically, it's a questionnaire that you fill out, and it updates you in real time about what mattress that Helix Sleep creates would be the best mattress for you and your sleeping conditions. And by sleeping conditions, I mean if you're a side sleeper, if you're a back sleeper, if you like your mattress to run cold, if you like a nice warm mattress, even down to like certain conditions that you have. If you're a snorer, if you've got scoliosis, for example, if you've got like a weird back and you get a lot of tension in your back, there's a lot of different options there that you can choose using their Helix Sleep quiz to make sure that they partner you up with the best mattress for your specific sleeping patterns, let's call them, or conditions, or however you like to sleep. They've got a mattress that can best accommodate your intricate little peculiarities. And even then, if you're not happy with it, they've got the Happy with Helix guarantee, 120 day or night. I guess you sleep at nighttime. I sleep during the day a lot of the time, so it's a bit confusing for me. 120 night sleep trial, which means that you can try it for that long and send it back, no questions asked, if it doesn't deliver. So their goal is to make sure that you're completely satisfied with the mattress that you do ultimately get. And it's easy, quick, free shipping, free delivery, all of that kind of stuff. You can find out more on their website. So to check it out, you can go to helixsleep.com/official for 27% off site-wide. That's their Black Friday sale, the best of their sales for this year. It's 27% off. That's helixsleep.com/official. For that offer, for that Black Friday sale offer, that's 27% off site-wide. That's an enormous amount of savings for our listeners. Specifically for you guys, it's for their Black Friday sales for their web partners, which is us, the official podcast. Again, Helix Sleep has been a long-time supporter, so if you appreciate the show, if you like the show, and you're looking for a mattress, you cannot go wrong with helixsleep.com/official. We've all slept on them. Andrew's house is full of Helix Sleep mattresses at this point, and he loves sleeping. He loves those mattresses. I've slept on them before, can attest to the quality of the Helix Sleep mattress. I love them. Go check them out, helixsleep.com/official for 27% off site-wide. You can't go wrong with Helix Sleep. You can't go wrong with those savings. Please go check them out if you like the show and tell them that we sent you. Really do appreciate it, of course. Big thank you to Helix Sleep for sponsoring this episode and the show in general for so many years now. Fantastic partner. Highly recommend them. Please go check them out. And now, over to Andrew.
Fitbod, 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 Fitbod. Welcome to the Fitbod universe, where we're all strong and big and handsome and tough and mean and lean and any other body goal that we could possibly have, because Fitbod is going to do whatever it takes to get you there. And what it's going to take is the simple download of a simple app that simply gives you the workout that you are needing at that current moment. Fitbod is going to track your fitness levels and routines and regiments, swap in and out workouts as you feel like doing them. My favorite feature of the app always has been, and make sure that you are learning how to do these workouts properly by giving you all sorts of video tutorials and even suggestions along the way. Do you go to the gym and look at the weights and go, oh, well, don't do that. And you'll never have to do that, because you can just do what every person does these days, ignore all all the humans around you and the life and beauty and joy in this world and pull out your phone and using a digital screen, watch a recording of someone you've never met, show you how to get big and strong and huge and tough. And that's why you're going to use Fitbod, which will adapt as you grow, level up your workouts, customize your fitness plans, and give you experienced personal trainer recommendations. Level up your workout. Join Fitbod today to get your personalized workout plan. Get 25% off your subscription or try the app free for 7 days at fitbod.me/official. That's fitbod.me/official. 25% off your subscription or try the app free for 7 days. Anyway, yeah. So that's the state of the world. It's just name recognition these days. No one makes new things.
What's the most exciting part of video games nowadays, especially multiplayer games, are probably like the first 2 weeks of it being out before they inevitably like ruin it by adding a bunch of microtransactions
100%.
and bullshit to the game.
I have been playing Battlefield 6 with a group of friends like once a week, and we love it. It is a fantastic game because it's built from the ground up to be, hey, here's your big open modern Battlefield, go nuts. But we keep saying, when are they going to ruin it? When is the crossover coming? When is the skins that are like big neon anime glowing bong shooter fucking volcanoes coming? When is that going to happen? How long does this game have before it dies?
When does some MBA business executive come in and realize that there's 1% more profit to be made if they just put this game ruining feature in there? It's how I feel about Arc Raiders right now. I'm loving the game. I've never played an extraction game before Arc Raiders, so this is my first extraction game, but me and my friends are having so much fun with it. It's got that social element to it, Andrew, where you got proximity chat by default on, and you can, it's just, there's a lot of fun. I really do recommend it. But I'm also like you, and I'm like, man, I need to get my time in now before they fucking ruin this shit.
Yeah, it's unfortunately just how everything goes over the life cycle when they're like, no, keep playing our game. We'll add the stupidest shit we can ever imagine instead of doing what games used to do in the past, which is we'll come up with cool ideas and add them to the game. Good concepts.
I miss video game expansions.
I remember back in the day, I'm going to put on my big boy old man pants right now and hobble out my door with my cane. I remember Battlefield 2 as a very relevant example to this. Battlefield 2 comes out. And it's like, hey, we took Battlefield 1942 and we made it modern. You can now play like Modern Warfare on a big scale. And it was amazing. And then they went, hey, we're going to introduce our expansion packs back when those was a thing. And you'll never guess what they did. They added like special forces. That makes sense. You mean you added flashbangs and tactical weapons and like grappling hooks and night vision goggles? Things that you would see in the modern Battlefield? That's crazy. That's thematic, and it makes sense. It's not Beavis and Butthead running around with assault rifles. That's awesome. I'll pay for that. But then look at today. How long till Arc Raiders has a crossover from fucking Joel from The Last of Us? You know? That kind of shit.
Yeah.
It's sad.
Yeah.
Arc Raiders, Raiders of the Lost Ark crossover.
I hate how good that works. They'll do it. If they get the chance, they'll 100% do it. God damn it.
What? You play as old Indiana Jones?
Of course. It doesn't have to make sense, man. Look at the fucking every game ever. They just throw it in. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if it belongs or not.
It doesn't even have to be old. He could be dead and they would still put him in. Just
skeleton.
Like Vader.
Yeah, skeleton Indiana Jones. His bones rattle when he shoots.
I have an update on that, by the way. If you guys remember, not specifically Vader and Fortnite, you guys remember how his estate sold the rights to the actor's voice to Fortnite to recreate Vader in the game, and then all the Zoomer kids got Vader to say slurs and stuff. Good times. I also remember there was a strike in front of a Hollywood studio with a bunch of actors gathering, screaming that the robots were not going to take their jobs and we're not going to let AI recreate us and whatever. So here's an update on that. The check came in, you guys. Matthew McConaughey and Michael Caine have teamed with the AI studio company 11 Labs to produce AI replications of their famous voices. Quote, "To everyone building with voice technology, keep going. You're helping create a future where we can look up from our screens and connect through something as timeless as humanity itself. Our voices," McConaughey said. So
he didn't say that. His fucking publicist said that. There's no way
his AI voice said it.
Yeah, he was generated to say that.
Well, I think his AI voice said the N-word. if it hasn't, it will soon in Fortnite. I just
Yeah.
love that they all get paid. Their publicist said, hey, guys, chill. This AI shit is going to help you. Here's a buttload of money, truckloads, in fact. You don't even have to show up to the studio anymore because you've already put in the work. We have oodles of hours of compilations and track recordings of your clean voices. You're done here. Just sell the rights. And they said, yeah, fuck it.
I'll give it to Michael Caine. The dude's old as fuck and has a hugely prolific and long storied career. If he just wants to say fuck it, I'm done, fine. But Matthew McConaughey, it's kind of shocking with how based on personality
he's
he
getting up
is.
there,
yeah,
isn't he?
but still, he's still a huge name and tons of stuff. Still,
He's got
you know.
AIDS.
Yeah. What? He has AIDS?
He's got AIDS.
Does he?
What?
What?
I've seen him have AIDS before.
All right.
All right.
In a movie?
Oh, is this a reference to a movie?
Yes.
Oh, the documentary, Dallas Buyers Club.
Yeah, the documentary Dallas Buyers Club. It says it's biographical.
Well, no, he also traveled through time. I watched that documentary, Interstellar. It was amazing.
Yeah, he's been through so many adventures. He's allowed to fuck with
He's
AI
a real
now.
globe-trotting human being. I mean, I would get it if they were at the end of their careers. Like if McConaughey was forgotten in his 70s and he's like, okay, I have nothing else. I want money. Fine. Like Bruce Willis is a perfect example. When he was going through his mental stuff and went, I'm just making as much money as I can. I get it. So with Michael Caine, I get it. But Matthew McConaughey, man, you're still a huge actor. You're only in your 50s.
They don't care, bro. This is why I knew that the resistance to AI in Hollywood was never gonna work. It was always gonna fizzle out because I think during the strike, I remember now, it was Walter White. He was the one screaming that robots are not going to take our jobs and whatever. Like, that's cute. But, 9 out of 10 Hollywood stars, they're going to take the money, bro. Including you for the right price. So stop pretending.
Oh,
take
I would.
the money.
No, I
sell
would
your
100%
voice.
for the right price.
Yeah.
It's just, yeah.
Yeah, totally.
I wonder how much they were paid when these people are worth hundreds of millions of dollars. How much is the right price for them? Like $100 million to me is absolutely the right price. But to them, how much is it?
I don't know, but honestly, yeah. I mean, the holy integrity of an actor's voice. Get the fuck out of here. You're a clown. The whole point of your existence is to say words somebody else wrote. Oh no, miss me with this. Get over yourself.
I mean, it does kind of make point at the long run because people are going to do it anyway. Even if Michael Caine said no to this, people are going to make AI voices of him anyway. So why not do it officially?
Honestly, yeah. That's honestly a really good point because at least then they have like the right to sue on your behalf, like voice piracy or something. We're gonna have like very bizarre.
That's also why
cases in lawsuit.
That's also why every female actor ever who's attractive should do porn and just get it out of the way. You're gonna be deep faked anyway, Just do it.
Andrew, you just stepped into our trap. Read the headline.
Oh no! Redditor convicted for sharing nude scenes in landmark moral rights copyright case. Shit.
What does nude scenes mean?
So, okay, I thought, hey, I read the headline and my initial gut instinct was, is this about revenge porn? Because if so,
if that is,
then
good.
I'm totally in favor of anybody really being able to, hey, I should have inherent copyright over my own body. You should not be able to generate nudes of it or whatever. It isn't. Apparently, this is about nude scenes in movies. So, like, not porn specifically or necessarily, but like the blonde chick in Game of Thrones when she does a sex scene. Apparently, this guy, I'm skimming for his username here, but he was on a
Sedet for plot it.
That's the subreddit. So it's a Danish. The now 40-year-old man was given a 7-month suspended prison term for sharing over 300 nude scenes featuring actresses from Danish films and TV shows on the Sedet for Plottet subreddit, which I assume means she did it for the plot.
Yeah.
Anyway,
sounds like
the
it.
court ruled this is immoral. You cannot show a sex scene that the actress filmed herself. This is highly immoral, and they convicted him to 7 months. Yeah.
What? Hang on a minute. This is publicly available, world famous material that he's just re-uploading, right?
Yes, that's what I read. I read the headline and then the article itself, and it was such a disappointment because I thought, hey, this is good. We're making way against deep fakes, but no, it's literally just about copyright.
Yeah. So here's my question: what did he do wrong? Like, okay, I get if they're suing, oh, this is pirating movies and this is 25 terabytes. You know how they always go for big fish? I get it. Okay, we're going to make an example of you. Don't send these movies. But if they're trying to attack him over, oh, you're doing nude scenes, these are movies that were released to the public. It's not like he's leaking their fucking cloud storage or something. What did he do wrong?
Or like releasing the movie for free.
Yeah.
The verdict is unique in Denmark as it goes beyond typical piracy charges. So they got him on 25 terabytes of pirated content that he was also sharing.
Fine.
Via
Yeah,
torrents.
you can do
Yeah,
that.
there's legal
sure.
basis for that at least.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whatever.
It's the first criminal conviction based on copyright law's right of respect, which protects an artist's integrity. The prosecution successfully argued that by taking scenes out of their original artistic context and sexualizing them, the defendant violated the integrity of the actors and directors. So,
What?
again, he took the sex scenes in the movies where the actress gets plowed and put them up on the subreddit, and I guess they argued, hey, this is out of context.
This is the dumbest goddamn thing I've ever seen. I, as a consumer, can hop on Netflix and watch a movie with a sex scene and just replay that sex scene over and over and over again. There is nothing that stops me from doing that. Why is it when this guy's uploading it, it suddenly
Also,
becomes against the law? That makes no sense.
One, that's true. You can't. What are you, fucking a streamer? You're going to go and be like, oh, that's out of context. You're clip chimping me. That's out of context. When I was sucking dick, that's out of context. Also, why just sex then? Can you not do the same thing with John Wick shooting someone in the head and go, look at Keanu Reeves shooting someone.
Yes.
I guess he's a murderer.
Yeah. Oh, it makes Keanu Reeves look violent. He's not that violent. It was just a movie. You're taking it out of context. This is absurd. This is like Puritan shit. This is stupid as fuck.
I would get it, and I would be on the side of the prosecutors or whatever. If it was a situation where he was like the person was taking like a clothed scene of an actress and deep faking her to be doing fucked up shit in the movie, or
that's very different.
Things like
yeah.
that.
Yeah.
But if it's just like literally just ripping the nude scene from the movie and putting it on a subreddit, that is absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah, if you take a famous actress and you deepfake her in porn, that absolutely should be against the law if it's not with their consent, because then you could pass that off as real and it could damage their reputation and integrity, which is exactly what they're trying to say here. That I get. But these are roles that they, as adults, chose to do on publicly released media for money under contract. And you're telling me that now that it's being reshared as a clip, it's suddenly against common decency? That makes no sense.
This sort of stuff comes up when, like, whenever somebody on the internet gets themselves in trouble for past tweets or whatever, and then somebody finds their OnlyFans or somebody finds their camgirl site archive where they were a camgirl like 5 years ago. And then the person goes, oh, this is revenge porn. And I always thought, well, okay, we can argue over whether or not you should have the right to have that scrubbed from the internet, but it's not revenge porn. Like, you did it. You uploaded it. You consented to having a 4K camera in the room with you while you were, like, naked, right? Nobody spied on you from the bushes. I have to report, by the way, that r/set for plotted is private. Dennis subreddit look at net. Och vill ikke bli genapnet.
Do you have something in your throat? Yeah.
Okay.
This is embarrassing. This is so overreaching for them trying to get an extra charge. This is baby shit.
Yeah, don't do the scene then if you don't like people like clipping it.
Well, again, if the person was like changing the context of the scene or like adding more explicit details into the scene using AI or any form of editing or whatever, then I could see the argument. But if it's just like literally she did a topless scene and he uploaded the topless scene along with a bunch of other scenes to Reddit or whatever, any image hosting website, that's absolutely stupid. I don't see why that's an issue.
I don't know what they're trying to even say here. You're bad because you got horny at a sex scene. What?
They're also seeking thousands of dollars in damages per nude clip.
Why? Who's
like,
damaged
what damages?
by this? What damages? These are, again, he's not
loss of sales.
Spreading this around. He's not like taking, let's say they filmed a movie and he's taking a clip and going, oh, I found her sex tape. Here's a clip to people who don't know. No,
are they arguing that the only
movie.
reason people were watching this movie or buying this movie in the first place was to see those nude scenes?
And that's what the studios bank on to begin with. That's already a thing they advertise in a lot of cases. Fuck.
Yeah, that would be the copyright case in and of itself. This is specifically the moral argument, the moral, what did they call it? The right to dignity.
Ugh.
It's stupid.
Sorry, right of respect.
This is Fantasyland belief. This is Fantasyland belief. What these people are sitting here saying is, well, when that actress did that nude scene in that movie that showed her buttocks, she was a gorgeous, beautiful swan, revealing her true inner self. They are trying very hard to deny that half of the audience probably jacked off to it at some point. That's just what happens.
Yeah, really.
You cannot
this
be
is
an attractive
artsy.
woman. You cannot be an attractive woman in any society without men lusting for you. That's how it is everywhere all over the world. You can't ignore that's going to happen. That's just how it is. Sorry. What are you trying to do?
Yeah, again, you cannot act like people can't just pause Game of Thrones if they really care that much to jerk off to you. It's you violated my right of respect.
There's probably thousands of men who jacked off to fucking Daenerys' titties. And I bet you she knew that going in to those scenes. That's all there is to it. It's gonna happen. Nothing you can do to stop it.
And you're just going to do it regardless.
I did it twice. No.
All right. It's time for Downvoted, I think.
Oh. Okay.
Okie dokie.
All right. Is it in Polish this time? Be fun.
All right, it's Downvoted time.
Whoa,
The search for
updated.
the worst online community. Yep, Downy the mascot, drawn by Apple Tastes Good, has been changed. He's now in a suit with a little microphone, which I think is very cute. Again, you can send your suggestions to the official podcast yt@gmail.com if you've got a suggestion for what the worst online community is. Again, it doesn't have to just be Reddit. So if you've got any other communities out there that you want to shine a spotlight on for the negative reasons, then please do send that to the email so that we can feature it on the show. This week, contestant number 7. What are you laughing at?
Someone in chat said he's got a big pointer. To me, it always looked like a triangular diaper.
It does. I'm not going to be able to unsee that now.
To me, with the negative space of the suit now, it looks like he's standing in front of a square platform.
Oh yeah, I see that. I see that. Like sitting on it, maybe, even.
Or sitting on the edge of it. Yeah.
Yeah. That looks kind of cool.
Yeah.
All right, so
He's on the edge of a
contestant.
seat.
Yeah,
Well,
he's on the edge of his
contestant 7.
seat. He's ready to see the subreddit. Yeah.
What contestants have we had so far? We've had pet free. We've had zero COVID community. We've had the dick cutting off one.
Then we had the
know,
Benadryl one,
fuckers,
plushy
incest,
fucker,
incest.
incest.
There's one more.
That was 6.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah. Idiot.
That was
all
number
of them.
7.
This is number 7. For number 7, we have gang stalking.
Oh,
39
this will be fun.
I love these guys.
Yeah, this is real crazy boy hours. I'm in.
This is insane stuff.
Yeah,
It's
this is
very-
insane ramblings.
It was actually very interesting though. Going through it, I was like, I couldn't look away. Almost, it was very interesting seeing them talk about their delusions. 39,000 weekly visitors, about 900 weekly contributions. Very active subreddit. This was submitted by Ethan Quinn. The information about the subreddit reads: gang stalking is an umbrella term describing a series of techniques utilized by a group to instill mental instability within a victim with the intent to discredit, sabotage, harass, extort, and even drive a victim to suicide. A victim. Why are you reading it right now?
I'm not. Just look at your own stream.
Yeah.
What? You're spoiling shit.
Okay.
There's stuff in here probably. Just wait. Be patient.
Oh my god.
Mom
Okay,
and dad
Mom.
are fighting again.
A victim of gang stalking can have their reputation, credibility, careers, relationships, and entire life put into ruins. Techniques such as mind games, perception, manipulation, organized stalking, covert harassment, constant surveillance, and possibly electronic harassment are used to push a victim to mental instability. Proving one's targeting can be very challenging, and there is zero law enforcement support, which
Wonder
allows
why.
gang stalking to be extremely effective.
Now
I mean,
let's-
they think every cop's against them as well, of course.
Let's make a note for the audience out there, because there's some people who probably haven't heard the term gang stalking and are hearing this. What you need to keep in mind before we jump into this is, for every one legitimate claim for gang stalking, there's 100,000 false ones.
Is it? I feel like the legitimate claims for gang stalking have to be so minuscule. It has to be people who have done actual crimes where they're being surveilled.
Oh yeah, or people
government.
in situations that would warrant it. Like, let's say you're a woman and getting targeted by a frat house, for example. That happens. You know, there are cases where this will happen, but the problem is you get a lot of paranoid people who think this is happening when it's
Who think
not.
that they're being stalked by every single person as well. Like
the mailman's
every
out to
single
get
time.
me. God damn
Exactly.
it.
Specifically, I don't know if you mentioned this, but the thing that separates it from regular stalking, like an ex, which is very, very common stalking you, gang stalking means that everybody is in on it. A lot of people, like your mailman is, the guy behind. If you're, this guy in the car behind me, he's taking all the same turns as I am. He must be in cahoots with my mailman and my mother, who's not actually my mother.
Has anyone ever played the game Psychonauts? There is a level. There's a level called the Milkman Conspiracy, and everywhere you go, all the citizens are replaced with spooky guys wearing trench coats. And like, you'll see some gardeners, and one of them will go, "I am a gardener. I am simply tending to the roses." And like, everyone is off and creepy and staring at you and taking pictures when you're not looking. That's the world these people live in. It is that 24/7.
They view the world through.
Yes.
Yeah.
Everyone is out to get you. Everyone's an imposter. Everyone has bad intentions. They know everything about you. They follow you. It's like the whole world is a conspiracy.
Is it the movie Goodfellas where the main actor or the main character towards the end of the movie, he's like paranoid the government's gonna get him, and he's driving down like the highway while he's high on cocaine. He's like looking, there's like a news helicopter flying overhead, totally unrelated, and he's like, they're fucking following me and things like that.
There's
It's
probably
like
some comedies out there where it's happened.
Yeah.
It's almost like the Truman Show, which is close. Yeah,
Truman Show is a great example.
I mean, that's an example of it being legit, though. Like,
yes.
they were.
Well, another good example where it's legit is They Live, where the entire world is replaced with evil aliens, and a dude finds magic sunglasses that lets him see the truth. It's like, that's gang stalking, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. We can have a look at the related subs here for this subreddit. Kai, do you want to read them out?
r/directed energy weapons, r/targeted solutions, r/targeted comments, r/American Stasi, r/surveillance stalking, r/cult survivors, r/EMS survival. I have to say the cult survivors is the least insane sounding one, because that one is true, because if you leave institutions like the Church of Scientology, they actually will gang stalk you. Like, multiple members of the church will gang stalk you to ruin your life.
Gang stalking is real. It is a real thing, but it is very rare. It is 99.9% of the time just people being paranoid.
And there does have to be, like, usually an instigating factor in a gang stalking situation, like you just said, like leaving a cult, for example. There's a pretty realistic basis for that. We come to the gang stalking rules: no trolling, spamming, or name calling. Of course, don't mock abuse survivors. Don't repeat yourself. Remember the human. Number 2, keep all submissions and comments on topic. Number 3, do not accuse mental illness. Do not accuse drug use. Do not give medical advice to strangers. Expect to be banned on the first offense, of course.
Well, with that one already, I think Benadryl might be worse than this one. So we'll see.
Number 4, no witch hunting, no sharing of other person's information. Number 5, add a description to any video or link. And number 6, only high quality content.
Did you do the related subreddits?
I did not go into them, really. No.
I think directed energy weapons might need a look, because that's amazing.
Yeah, I've already interested in that one. Also, surveillance stalking and American Stasi, I'm interested in. Targeted solution, I don't know what that means. And EMS survival, I don't know what that means.
I looked up by user overlap, so not the ones they listed manually on their page there, but however many users they have in common. And the highest sub is r/aliens, and then the second highest is r/Linux memes. I don't know why.
It's always Linux. It's always Linux. Have you noticed that? Like, all these subreddits, they always come back to Linux.
Why is cocaine on there?
Where?
Oh, you know.
Oh. I mean, if you do cocaine, your brain's going to get fried, probably. What is vaporants?
Probably vagrants, but vaping. Probably a vaping subreddit.
Ugh.
Maybe?
Yes, you're right.
Yeah.
Ugh.
This is
Okay,
so
so
goddamn
these
funny.
assholes are high and on fucking cocaine. Of course, they think.
Well,
they're
this is
stalked.
hysterical. You have the gang stalking subreddit, and their top related subreddit is directed energy weapons. So I thought maybe it's a euphemism, like, oh, they're directing their negative thoughts at me, like psychic gang stalking. I looked up the subreddit. Learn about electromagnetic capabilities. Prototype to militarization. It's literally just firing lasers at people. Like this.
Oh, you
this has
didn't know?
nothing
No.
to do with anything.
No, it does have to do with it.
Directed energy weapons is what they call. Have you heard of like Hawaiian syndrome or something, where
Yeah.
the United States was accusing foreign states of using so-called directed energy weapons to? It's basically an invisible like ray that made
Now I know what you're talking
American
about.
consult goers sick, and it would give them like fever and make them puke and shit their guts out.
So yeah,
So
the
the
gang stalking
theory
people do
was-
think that they're being like hit with these directed energy weapons.
Yeah, well, the
look at
theory
that, I
isn't
learned
that crazy.
something.
They thought, okay, this must be a weapon that basically like microwaves you from afar, like a directed radioactive ray that you can pinpoint on someone, like a sniper rifle
Yeah, it's not
that's
too
invisible. Yeah,
It's just crazy to think that you're important enough to be
yeah,
hit
right.
with this.
I just find it funny that you wake up and have a paranoid day and I go, I think the mailman is stalking me. It must be one of those directed energy weapons.
Me, the hoarder granny named Ethel.
Yeah. They want my used VHS tapes and magazines from 1998.
All right. I always like to take a look at the moderators, of course, because they're a pretty good indicator of just what the subreddit is like. So one of the lead moderators, they must have had a moderating problem on this subreddit. Who could have ever expected that? Because there's a moderators wanted call to action that's still pinned on the subreddit. So you could go sign up to become a moderator at r/gangstalking. He asks people to provide the following responses to: why do you want to moderate the subreddit? Give me gritty summaries. What Reddit qualifications do you have? Do you moderate already? Do you enjoy laughing at trolls and then banning them as you doom scroll?
This sounds like questions that gang stalkers would ask on the street. Like, why do you want to moderate this subreddit? And then everyone narrows their eyes.
Yeah, I feel like this guy's stalking us right now.
Yeah, I feel
What's with all the
stalked.
questions?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why do you want to know?
Do you enjoy mass removing infantile psychological abuse against targets? Would you change auto moderator filter rules? What changes and why? Anything else relevant to section that you'd like to share? So we have a comment, someone who's left a comment applying for the position, who says, I have no experience in modding, but if you ever need help, I'd like to. And then they answer the question of why do you want to moderate with, I want to get rid of infiltrators and trolls who come to harass TI. Now, do you know what TI means, Kaya? They say TI
Targeted
a lot on the
individuals.
subreddit. Thank you. Okay. I was
Wow,
wondering what that
Kaya's
was.
done his homework.
I couldn't find an FAQ. The next question: what Reddit qualifications do you have? Do you moderate already? The person says none. No Reddit certificates. The idea of Reddit qualifications hurts me. It gives me psychic damage.
Are you a cuckold?
What Reddit qualifications?
How
do
many
you have?
golds do you have? And have you ever thanked kind strangers for them?
Do you enjoy laughing at trolls and then banning them as you doom scroll? The person replies, of course, getting the last laugh is a win for the targeted individual community. Do you enjoy mass removing infantile psychological abuse against targets? The person replies, yes, I deal with the abuse constantly. Removing said abuse would make the sub more pleasant to share info experiences, and so on and so on. And then the main moderator says, you have a chat request. You've been invited to moderate.
Hey, hey, buddy, what's up? I have no qualifications, never done this before. I like it here. Give me a job.
You're hired.
Good community. Good start.
What was the point of the Reddit qualifications question if you could get away with it by saying none?
Every one of his answers was just, I like it here. I've done nothing. You're hired.
Well, he did say, I'm on Reddit every day, so I could help with plenty of coverage.
Probably stalking
How he used
people.
So another person replies to the ad saying, I would mod for this. The OP instead comes in with about 3 paragraphs saying, you're saying V2K and directed energy weapons aren't real in your comments. Those are undeniably real technologies, and sometimes they're used on civilians who then blame themselves as losing their mind. Then comments here pile on in agreement. Yep, that's right. That means you're just crazy now. And it doesn't mean that. Well, I like your other advice on organized stalking. Denying V2K and directed energy weapons isn't a good fit for moderated duty here. Also, I'm giving you a 7-day vacation so you have some real time to read the above subreddits. You need to stop misinforming folks here, saying those aren't real. So this guy
Jackson,
this guy got banned.
I know you think the moon landing was real, but saying that kind of stuff here is not going to fly. I'm going to give you a 7-day ban so you can reconsider what you're saying. All right?
What a dick. What a power what's the term? Power mod?
Power trip.
Very much power tripping. Yeah.
Yeah, power trip. I'm giving you a 7-day vacation.
All he said was, I want a mod. And the moderator's like, oh, you don't really, you don't align with our stuff. No. But then he couldn't, that's not enough. He had to go, oh, so I'm going to ban you. Take that. Fuck you. Why?
By the way, have you revealed what V2K is?
It's voice to skull, right? I think.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Why is it K then? Wouldn't it be V2S?
I don't know.
I don't know why they do it that way.
Weird.
Yeah, it's voice to skull, basically meaning like the voices inside my head are real. They're just being projected from elsewhere.
Oh, this rules.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, he's saying, I've read your other comments and I've seen you disagree that V2K is real. And I don't like that. I'm banning you for 7 days. You're on vacation now. Hand in your badge.
This right here, like, let's ignore the fact that this is a crazy subreddit. This is complete evidence on why social media is the worst goddamn thing ever invented. Could you imagine going to a bar and you go to the bartender and you go, hey man, can I have a beer? And he goes, well, normally I would serve you a beer, but I looked at what you said 3 years ago and you actually said that you don't like the service here very much. So I'm going to go ahead and kick you out of the bar forever. Like, Jesus Christ. I hate this kind of fucking power doxing shit.
They get like a crumb of power and then it's just like it goes to their head immediately. I'm just the most insufferable person.
Really is.
I hate what do you call them? What do you call them? Kaya, the Reddit janitors? Jannies?
Yeah.
Yeah. I hate
sex offenders.
Now he's not wrong.
Another post, he says, thank you for the OP says, the moderator says, thank you for the time it took to convey this response. I'm considering removing OTIR from the sidebar, unbanning this user because their recent comments seem unreasonable enough to allow here, possibly creating an auto mod disclaimer. I like truth seekers. I'm intensely wary of truth finders. I hear religion. I'm a proponent of science. I value data and conclusion reached from factual discourse. When folks dismiss testable, knowable truths in favor of the paranormal, I don't think that should be encouraged. It's like allowing faith healing to continue killing folks through abject failure instead of driving to a hospital. I'm going to keep this post up for a few days before implementing any changes. And then he says,
hang on, Kaya, hang on. This is related. Kaya, one of our favorite movies, we have this in common, is Mad Max Fury Road, right? Right?
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember when Immortan Joe looked out at the crowd who was seeking water from him and he said, I like truth seekers. I'm intensely wary of truth finders. I hear religion. Do you remember that from that movie? It was spot on. That's exactly what a Mad Max villain would say, not a moderator of Reddit. No. No. That'd be stupid.
It's such a cringe atheist sentence.
It's like post-apocalyptic cult doctrine. Like, what the fuck does that have to do with Reddit? It's insane.
What does religion have to do with anything here?
Yeah. Well, who says about? I hear religion? That's just nothing. It's proclamating.
And then so he had a public this moderator, this lead moderator of the subreddit, had a public spat with this microwave individual user who used to be a moderator. He says,
I like that username actually.
Microwave individual. I didn't even put it together. He says, the lead mod says, I've removed you as a moderator and removed your subreddit from the sidebar. I wanted to give you a win, but if all you want to do is just be a combative pain in my ass while making power hungry demands, I don't need you here. Kettle.
I think I figured this out. This main mod who's running all this and doing these applications, he thinks the whole subreddit is gang stalking him. He's in the middle of it all.
That's what I'm always surprised about. They've made this little community, but they never seem to think that it's possible that all the other people on the subreddit are gang stalking them.
And also for a community, there's no sense of community so far. There's no one has been nice. It's all shit.
Every man for themselves.
Yeah.
It's gang stalking. I don't need you here. You keep saying reserve mod, then you step in and do socially aloof shit. that I have to clean up later. This is one of those times. I asked you for a concise disclaimer for OTIR mentions. Instead, you did this. No clue what OTIR is. Microwave individual comes in and
It's
says
something. It's like organized, targeted individual something.
Radiation.
Objective targeted individual, maybe.
Yeah, microwaves.
Microwaved individual replies, I apologize for answering your question wrong. I have not done much modding. I promise to be a reserve mod by refraining from doing any modding. Could you please reinstate me? Please, I will do whatever you say.
I think the rule of thumb
Oh
should be
my
if you're
God.
posting on Reddit and if you add the phrase "my king" at the end of every sentence and it still works, you need to stop. You just need to stop posting.
I think
Then-
if you beg another moderator on Reddit and you literally beg for mods saying, please, I will do what you say. We put you in a cattle pen and use you as bovine for food.
Yeah, we make human veal. We keep you in that little tiny box where your muscles can't grow.
This is
And
something
we
I can see
cattle
like
prod you with that zapper thing just for
Yeah,
fun.
I was gonna say that part's just for fun. It has nothing to do with the meat. We just do it for fun.
this the people who take modding this seriously and like it's their entire identity. I could see that being a thing when you're like, 12 to
12,
15.
14,
Yeah,
yeah.
exactly. Yeah.
It's a child lust for power thing, like when you hop in a Grand Theft Auto server and they're all like, "Oh, can I be mod? Can I be mod?" Because they want the power. But
Yeah.
if this guy's an adult and making these posts, oh boy, oh
It's
god,
pathetic.
yeah.
Absolutely pathetic wanting to mod that much for a community that means very little in the grand scheme of things.
Mhm.
Microwaved individual continues after he doesn't get any response from RRAB, the lead mod. He says, did I misinterpret that you had made OTIR off topic? If so, I apologize. I had believed you had made OTIR off topic, which is why I informed you that the other mod had twice promoted his own OTIR subreddit and OTIR Discord, and
Oh my God.
disinformed meters are incapable of measuring. What?
Just the whole acronym dropping.
I know,
Okay,
it's a lot of acronyms.
Quick detour. r/OTIR is Objective Targeted Individuals Research, is a group focused on investigating and publishing topics related to targeted individuals phenomenon. Our core principle is to use logical, methodical, and objective approach to the TI phenomenon and all of its aspects as a complex system.
That's
So it's
the
more schizos,
preamble.
basically.
That's the preamble to my favorite science fiction novel. Yeah.
Yeah.
Microwaved individual continues. I feel hurt and forgotten. Do you remember our past? We are colleagues.
Wait, no, stop. I feel hurt and forgotten. You're on the gang stalking subreddit. What do you mean you've been forgotten?
Oh wait, yeah.
What are you
Yeah.
talking about?
Am I not good enough to be gang stalked anymore?
Yeah. He's not in the club anymore.
I feel hurt and forgotten. Do you remember our past? We are colleagues. We are the longest TI mods of any TI subs. In 2014,
Ooh,
I was
this is
mod
gay.
of gang stalking and electromagnetics. I was very impressed with your EMS shielding. I invited you to mod electromagnetics and to cross-post your shielding posts.
Kiss.
You had not
kiss.
cross-posted. You were my mod in electromagnetics for
Oh.
2 years. As your mod, I had treated you kindly.
These guys do
Subsequently,
it raw. There's no condoms here. Holy shit.
they're doing this
It's
all
completely
public, by the way.
one-sided.
Yeah.
It's all public too. Like, what the fuck? Subsequently, you
Man.
became. Oh wait, this is where it gets important. Subsequently, you became inactive on Reddit. I was concerned a troll would take over your subs and remove your posts. EMS shielding was that good. So EMS shielding was a sub that RRAB had created. To protect your
Mhm.
sub, I submitted to the Reddit mods saying 3 months ago I requested the abandoned sub EMS shielding to protect this post. I sent 2 mod mails and 2 PMs to mods of Reddit requests. No reason given for my request not being granted. So basically he tried to, this microwaved individual tried to take over the other guy's subreddits that he had made because he was inactive for like a month. So it was like a power move. It's like some Game of Thrones bullshit going on here where they're trying to take over each other's subreddits.
These stakes are
It's
so,
so
unbelievably
fucking sad.
low. It's
I know.
amazing.
Yeah. Really.
I
Jesus,
know,
this is
it's-
something. This is like 2 Chris Chans. Maru
Yeah.
in our chat is saying, "Wow, Reddit yaoi," and I want nothing to do with it.
Yeah, this is not the hot, sexy, like, will they, want they, yaoi. This is like the desperate, kind of weird,
Smelly, yaoi.
gross. Yeah,
This
no
is
one
like,
wants
I
this.
have eczema on my micro penis yaoi.
Yeah, this is. You know
Ew.
what this is? This is like when the bigger nerd kicks out the smaller nerd in the circle of nerds. Like when you have the fucking LARPing group and the one that runs it all is like, I'm sorry, but the council came to a decision and we don't want you joining us Sunday night LARPing anymore. And then the other one starts crying, and then,
Yeah.
like this is that, but on Reddit, which is even worse.
We all
Good news,
know
though.
that.
Good news, though. He continues. After a year of you being inactive, you returned. All your subs were safe. I was relieved. Last week, I promised to you, if you were to become inactive again on Reddit, I would not ask Reddit request to remove you as head mod.
Oh my god!
You can trust me. He's like Worm Tongue or whatever the fuck his name is. He's like,
oh my god, this is so gay. Like this is the gayest thing I've seen, and I watch gay porn. Holy shit!
I like your sub Psychotronics very much. I would like Gang Stalking to become more like your sub Psychotronics since we have known each other.
How many,
since
by the way,
2014.
like they have name dropped so many different subreddits.
So
they
many
all
fucking
own.
subreddits.
It's Magic the Gathering is gonna have this as a crossover next.
They bring in the directed energy weapons pack.
Yeah. Oh, dude, I pulled the r/o tier.
Whoa! I'll trade you that for my direct to skull.
All right. Since we have known each other since 2014, you know that I am an honest person. When I said I would be a reserve mod, I meant it. I had not submitted any post in Gang Stalking. I had not done any mod mail. I had requested the mod privilege of mod mail to be removed from my account. You removed it. What I had not done yet was to unsubscribe from Gang Stalking. On Saturday, posts from Gang Stalking were on my homepage. Two appeared interesting, so I read them and commented. Sunday and Monday, I was inactive. On Tuesday, you'll comment 2 comments from the other mod who I had not commented to, and a reply from a targeted individual who I had commented to were in my inbox. I replied to them and you. Then I unsubscribed from r/gangstalking. That was going to be the end of my involvement in r/gangstalking until such time as your username summoned me.
Can we have the editor for this whole part play like a yaoi visual novel background music while Jackson's reading this?
Yeah.
It sounds so gay. Like I'm not even trying to be offensive. I really mean gay. I'm not using it as an insult. This is so homosexual. Fuck.
Well, it gets even more homosexual. He ends it with, okay, play it. Oh, I can't hear it. It's fine. He ends it with,
it's on stream.
we need each other. Could you please send a second invitation to mod?
Oh my god. He has to marry him over Reddit. Holy shit.
Yeah, it's so fucking lame.
Oh my god.
This is like, you know, the meme of like the breakup texts where on someone's phone it's paragraphs of paragraphs.
This is sad. Like, this is loneliness at an nth degree. Fuck.
This is a person who needs to be gang stalked.
Yeah, for attention.
Just to feel less lonely. Yeah. All right, so I had a look at the lead moderator, RRAB's his posts, his community posts or whatever. And I found this interesting post in EMS Shielding, which is a clamshell sleeping enclosure prototype. The intent of this project is to design a twin bed-size enclosure with broad spectrum shielding coverage with easy pictorial build instructions using inexpensive building materials. And then he's got 2 pictures below of what this EMS shielding bed would look like, and it's literally like a fucking coffin. It's like a
he is building a like lock shut treasure chest for his house to sleep in.
It's a little Faraday cage.
Yeah,
you could make it look better.
What a fucking awful loot box. You open that up and there's like a fucking homeless man sleeping in there.
But at least he's not being hit with radiation.
Why does it look like a baby crib also? Like a teeny tiny children's bed, and it's black. Completely dark.
Holy
it looks creepy.
Shit.
Absolutely insane. Absolutely insane stuff. The warning says, warning, failure to properly ventilate this enclosure before falling asleep will lead to hypoxia, which can and will result in your death. The heater core vents, 12-volt axial fans, and fan battery backup units are required parts. Always use a carbon dioxide, not monoxide monitor with a siren as an extra life-saving backup. This is a lot of effort to go through to do whatever he's trying to do.
It could be replicated. Sorry.
No, go Kaya.
Well, I was going to say you can very relatively cheaply purchase Faraday fabric and just line your walls with them. That way you don't suffocate inside of a treasure chest.
Well, what I was going to mention is like water cooler banter where it's like, hey, Bill, I went to Certasleep and I got a new sleep memory mattress. It's got 2 different settings and temperature control. What do you sleep in? A box that I can suffocate in at all times. Why do you ask?
Chad is right. It is a Minecraft chest. It's when you place the two chests together and makes a bigger chest.
It really is. Oh my god, he's sleeping in a Minecraft chest.
It's so fucking retarded.
The best
So
part of these
good.
subreddits is always the self-awareness, man. The lack of it. No one ever looks at this shit and goes, wait a minute, this might be insane. This might be stupid.
I've made a treasure chest that's latched to the wall with like a pulley and a rope system.
Do you think,
I might not be sane.
Do you think his 10-year-old son walks in and says Minecraft and he starts crying? Like all of his
God,
hard work
I-
just means
I-
nothing.
I sincerely hope that these people don't have children.
Well, if he was gang stalked, they probably gave him one without him wanting it.
Sure, yeah. That's what the second chest is for. There's a kid in there.
Yeah. Holy fuck.
It's his backup chest.
This cost $1,000.
All right, so let's have a look at the actual post on the subreddit now that we've looked at the moderators and stuff like that.
Mhm.
We have an example post here. Is this the beginning from user Triple V Fan, who says, I made a new account and will likely be deleting every post and comment on my old account, then deleting it altogether. What are the first signs of gang stalking? Lately, whenever I go out, I pass by people who are very well dressed for seemingly no reason, and they're always staring at me or walking right behind me. I'm pretty sure I saw one in the parking lot of the place I live. I've stopped opening my blinds and never turn on my lights. I try to make sure it seems like my place is just vacant. I'm trying my best to not leave the house, but it's inevitable. I try to go out when I know it's very busy out so that I'm not in clear view. I've been reading about how no one knows who they are really and how to stop them, but why did they target me? My life is so boring. I've never done anything wrong in my life. I've never crossed anyone or anything. So,
Hello, Mom? Yeah, there was a guy outside wearing a suit again. It's over for me.
that was the main instigating feature of the story. Was
people who
I
are
went out
well
and saw
dressed. Like, that's why I
well-dressed.
couldn't help but laugh. Their fucking qualifications for gang stalking is they saw someone who looks nice.
Employed people.
Yeah.
So yeah, a normal person like us, I guess, would look at this and be like, "You're insane. Please seek help."
Well, read between the lines. So it's their logic is stupid, but then she says, "I try not to leave my house. I stop opening my blinds and I never turn on my lights." Does this sound healthy? Does this sound like normal person behavior, or the crazy person who lives down the street?
Sounds like the gang stalkers have won.
Yeah. Jesus
So,
Christ.
if you're listening to this Triple V fan, open your blinds.
Yeah, look
Turn on the
outside.
lights.
Go outside, touch grass. 12-year-olds have the advice for you.
My point is though, on this one, so you imagine like any kind of rational person reading this would comment being like, "No, what are you talking about?" But we are in r/gang stalking, so let's have a look at the top replies to this.
Mhm.
Someone replies, "Yes, that's absolutely the start of it, but no, they cannot hurt you. They'll try to make you feel crazy, move things in your house when you're not home, do something called street theater, which is when complete strangers repeat conversations out loud in public that you've had with someone else in the privacy of your own home, follow you, color code, which means to flood you with people or things wearing the same color that are somehow everywhere suddenly, noise campaigns using car horns as they pass by your house, others try to scare you when you're alone, and all kinds of other horrible different tactics. Also, the more you resist, the worse they try to make you look and feel crazy. Trust me, you're not. They will be planted in all parts of your life, and you have to make good choices and stay away from these horrible fucks. There are all types of theories about who controls this, why the hell they're doing it, to who they are, and what their goals are. But I'm not getting into all of this right now. I came here to say that I have been gang stalked to my knowledge for over 4 years now, at least. And I'm sure it's been going on for much longer than that. My best advice is ignore them. Just fucking ignore them and live your life. Do not let them scare you into taking your life away. They can't do anything to you. You are not crazy. Of course, that whole paragraph was written in the most crazy way possible with like capital letters everywhere.
These people are stupid because what they don't realize is technically right now we're gang stalking them with our audience and we can just read all this. They're just posting this publicly. It's not like a secret forum. They're giving away all of this. So the gang stalkers have all the info they need to stalk them better now. How do they not think of this?
There's a code of honor among gang stalkers.
Oh, right. Because this woman said they can't hurt you. So they just can't.
Another person replies saying, "The algorithm sent me this post. I don't know why. But it's like saying your 10-year torture is just the beginning, and what the hell? They want to make me shit scared. Come on, I'll humiliate the crocodile as long as he wants to humiliate me." I don't know what that meant.
The fuck is the crocodile?
What are those
Kai-
emojis? Fire and
Kai-
a hand?
Yeah, it's a phoenix in a hand, like the Illuminati, I imagine.
She'll rise from the ashes like the mighty crocodile.
What does that mean? Kai, can you translate?
No, that one I don't know. I have to say though, I kind of want to make an account and like drop actual like provable privacy fun facts in the subreddit. Like, hey, did you know they can determine that you're home just from your Wi-Fi signal strength? Hey, did you know gamer mice can be used as microphones to listen in on you? And
I
then
love
just drop
that.
the white papers just to see what happens.
And then get
I'm
real
sure they
crazy
already
and
know.
start actually doxing them and post it in there.
Oh no.
It's fucking evil.
That's what
be
I would do
mean.
just for fun if I was working for the NSA or something. Like, hey, here's a satellite image of your house.
So you would actually gang stalk people.
No, I don't know. It would be fun to just harmlessly poke fun at these people, but I don't think that's even possible. All of them need to be medicated heavily.
Yeah. The problem is
medical.
everything is going to do them harm. Like, it's going to
Yeah.
be way
Well,
take far.
When nothing is doing them harm, then yes, something will absolutely.
Well,
do
they're
them harm.
invincible. They're fucking invincible. Again, she said they can't hurt you. So take it from gang stalking pros. They are all watching you. They're all out to get you, but no one can ever hurt you. So you can go in the street and try to get hit by a car. You'll be fine. It's like the Truman Show. You're fine.
Oh, continuing on, this person says, gang stalker crashed their motorcycle in front of my house. And so we're going to watch this video real quick. This is what he thinks is a gang stalker. Okay.
All right. Okay. It's got a novelty Halloween skeleton in the yard.
Watch this.
Gang skeleton.
So that's the gang stalker. The gang stalker decided to just drive down the road on a motorcycle and crash the car into another car there. And he caught this on.
I can
he caught
explain this with math, actually. You see, that's not a gang stalker. It's just that bike riders are careless douchebags who don't care about their own lives or other people's lives. They get into accidents a lot.
Yeah.
I love though that he caught this on camera. He looks at it like a motorcycle crashing into a car on his street, and his first response is, "That's a fucking gang stalker."
May I ask what
Who else would die in front of my house?
what is the agent getting out of this?
I don't
Killing
know.
himself. I've never seen James Bond just throw himself under a car.
There's an FBI boss right now going, God damn it, Jenkins, we just lost our motorcycle unit. Fuck.
No, the guy's he's smoking
knows
a
you're there
cigar
now.
and going just according to plan.
Brilliant. Now that we've crashed one in front of his house, the other one we send across, he'll ignore. It's the perfect plan.
It's two agents crashing into each other.
Yeah, every week a motorcycle crashes in front of his house.
Just to keep him on edge. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh.
The top reply says they're going to come after you for posting this.
Oh my God.
The OP replies, they tried to set me up and failed, but they did bring out their downvote bots to manipulate the algorithm.
Oh no, his Reddit post. No.
No, not the Russian bots.
No, the public forum where they can read it at any time. How did he know? Oh,
Another person replies to the post saying, occupational hazard, he deserves it. I hope the $10 an hour was worth it.
Wait, they get paid $10 an hour to gang stalk?
Yeah, no.
Who would do that? That's not even worth it.
Someone else replies, they get told if something bad happens, they're on their own. Hope they have health insurance, LMAO. This guy had good health insurance, got a taxpayer-funded helicopter flight. Someone replies saying, people used to drive past my home with loud motorcycles or loud trucks. I feel your pain. I just wish I could see them epically fail like this. This guy probably died. Come on.
Yeah.
By the way, I just want to point out the medical flight to the hospital via helicopter, they don't check your insurance before the flight and then determine. They still airlift you to the hospital.
Oh shit, he's got United. Set her down. Set her down here.
Yeah,
We can't take him. Oh my Lord. There's just no logic here in any capacity at all. Think of anyone who would do this job for $10 an hour. Name one.
Here's another post. If you identify as a Christian, then you must reevaluate your life. I was like, what the fuck is this doing on gang stalking? What does this have to do with anything? It says Christians are the biggest gang stalkers ever, aside from Muslims. Anyone who isn't or doesn't accept Christianity is gang stalked. Gang stalking is built into both those religions. It's the basis, most fundamental aspect of what they do.
That's true.
Another post reads, I think they found this subreddit. I've been a TI for a few. I think they found this subreddit like it was like really hidden.
Yeah.
They Googled
Like
gang stalking and it was over.
It's the easiest thing. I found it accidentally. I've been a TI for a few years. I don't post to not attract the gang stalkers here since they can feel my energy entering the web, but now it's too late. I've started experiencing voice to skull, and the gang stalkers said they, quote, know about the sub, end quote. I didn't understand what it meant until now, and I'm finally starting to connect the dots. Sub is subreddit. They know about the subreddit and are monitoring us. We need blackout now or they will find us. I think they are in my phone. They make my phone vibrate and make sounds whenever I enter Reddit. It's doing it 8 now. It's shaking the phone and playing a sound. I'm not sure what sound, but it's a high sound. I think it's mind control. I'm afraid for all of us. We need to migrate now. They are sending notifications to try to stop me from writing this. Guys, we need to run.
This guy put his phone on vibrate by accident, and that was the fucking end game for him.
Yeah, really. It's just like Amazon emails coming and your package has been delivered and it vibrates. This guy's losing his shit over it.
Yeah, there's some real crazy people in this subreddit if it's not bullshit. This is like really far gone.
I like how he says they said they, quote, know about the sub, and it took him a little while to piece together that sub meant subreddit. He says sub is subreddit. They know about the subreddit.
Sir, our gang stalking operation's almost complete. I think this Reddit website might have something to do with it. Let's search gang stalking and see what comes up. Like what's the logic here? Fuck.
Then it got really crazy. This post reads, they are going to rape me. They keep touching me at night. I live alone and I feel someone touching me every night and the knocking has stopped. And
okay, that's genuine schizophrenia. Like that's actual mental illness.
This is all like schizophrenia, the entire subreddit.
Yeah.
The replies to that post read, try to be positive. It may just be ghosts. And someone says, funny you say that. I think a lot of my targeting has to come from ghosts. Another person replies saying, they played with my bits last night. The energy weapon did. Crazy technology. Wrong and overstep boundary, but also crazy intriguing.
The U.S. military has been working on a jerk-off gun for 10 years. We're finally testing it on the population.
Why are they pointing the mind control devices at my pussy? What the fuck?
Sir, do we use this on the enemy? No. Target Jerry in Sandusky, Ohio. He knows what he did.
They played with my bits last night is such a gross sentence.
Why does the military want to jack you off long range at night? Like why?
Right, like how? That's what I was thinking. What's the practical military application? Like you're gonna point us at Xi Jinping? Why?
Oh my god!
To play with these bits.
Yeah,
his micro penis.
Continues. The person replies to that playing with the bits message and says, is peripheral nervous stimulation through electromagnetic frequencies pulsed. It can elicit through your ear, cochlea, electrical stimulation to you, or nervous system that elicits spasticity, spasms, pulses, skin tissue heating of the areas mapped to peripheral. Did that make sense to anyone?
See Google image? What?
There's no Google image there, so I don't know.
Well, now we have to do the research. We have to dig. We have to find it.
Another one says, they simulated raping me when this first started. It was pretty weird for them. I now criticize them for being rapists and molesters. What does any of this mean? Oh my god. What is this existence?
This is like if you gave those homeless people that wander the streets fucked up on drugs and screaming at no one's cell phones and they started a community.
All right, Kaya, can you read this fuck the police post?
I can try. It's really small. Fuck the police. Here in Canada, a bunch of sad ego-driven bros are fueled by attention, respect, domination, and deference given to them by others. They feel very wronged when they do not receive it. They are most definitely a part of this. Problem is, as a high-quality individual who hasn't done anything explicitly wrong, they can't get one up on you. So their strategy is to impose their will on you and make you break. Police cars will rev engines at you. They hire private investigators to stalk and follow and harass with subtle, plausibly deniable behavior, and hopefully they can get you on camera. They will pull you over because you quote-unquote match a description of someone else suspicious, and if you are not mentally strong and keep the fake social niceties and fake respect, the situation, especially if you're black, can devolve quickly. If getting you to react angrily and embarrassing on camera doesn't work, officers will follow you to convenience stores, grocery stores, etc., and try to intimidate. They will sit in their car outside of the store and pop out just at the exact moments you walk past. When this When this happened recently, I raised up my phone, did a full 360 after walking past, snapped a photo, then spun around, continued walking even when he had something to say about it. Headphones on, can't hear
Wait,
you.
he did the meme. He did the meme. I didn't even realize he did the meme. Did a full 360. So
He did a
he
360
turned around
and walked away.
kept walking. Yeah, kept walking the same way he was walking, and then spun around again. What is happening? I guess that would work. wouldn't it?
Then spun
What
around.
does this have to do with gang stalking, though?
And
Well, the police are
he's
gang-
trying to
the
say
police
that
are
he
gang
basically
stalking.
took a panorama video of his surroundings, I guess, like as in
Yeah.
that's his version of his own body cam. Then the next attempt is to approach your workplace or apartment complex. Tell the owners that there has been suspicious activity in the area, and they will request camera footage, etc. This is how they operate at best. As many bootlickers / positive community members want to feel important and righteous by helping the police with suspicious characters in the area. They can watch you walk down any street by canvassing neighborhoods to get camera access / build relationships under the guise of respectful community policing for safety. My workplace told them no, and my workplace has my back. Just told me to be careful walking around at night and not to go out of a certain door so as not to draw suspicion. Police, I'm on to you, motherfuckers. Next strategy, next tactic. You need to come up with something more sound, more tangible. You're going to have to shoot me to take me out. I'm too intelligent for your feeble mind games.
That's the impression I get.
Oh my god.
Wowie.
Yeah, wowie indeed. And it's just like a cop sitting in his car, just like drinking his coffee or something.
Yeah.
Why is that the guy doing a 360 with a camera?
What a weirdo.
It's just,
walking
I
to
like
the
to
convenience
imagine the
store.
behavior. Can you imagine being in a 7-Eleven and a guy walks in and goes, I've got you now, and does a full circle and runs out with a camera?
Yeah.
Oh,
These people are fucking insane.
this is actual just delusion. Like true
I found
delusion.
out my daughter is working with my gang stalkers.
Oh, that's sad.
I have been
Oh,
Yeah, I had been TI for about 10 years or more, but I started to suspect it about that time when I started to work for a state agency and I got injured at work. My life was never the same and my health just started to decline. Got worse and worse. Even after getting treatment, even doctor won't understand. I love when they say shit like this, like, oh, my situation is too complicated. My doctor won't even like prescribe me as anything or diagnose me with anything. It's like, well, yeah, because you're insane. Like, it's not something that you can be really diagnosed with. Probably.
there's no way to tell. We will never know if by doctor he means like the tree at the park I tell all of this to.
True.
Like, we'll
yeah,
never
that
know.
too. Even after getting treatment, even doctor won't understand. But then I will notice how even doctor will acted different as he or she was getting couched of
Coached. I think he means coached.
Yeah, coached of what to said to dismissed all the pain I was getting, my neck, my lower back, my knee, that I also injured when I fell from stairs prior to my neck and back injuries. 2020 was when I started to suspect of my daughter. She started acting different as she was disassociating from, and our fight would blow up out of proportion for no
This
reason.
is actual like drug psychosis
Stroke
rambling.
text. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dissociating from his keyboard.
We'll
Yeah.
constantly have arguments, and she would start getting physical and tell me things like someone was coaching her to say it. I called her several times.
Couching.
Fucking imbeciles.
Yeah.
I caught her several times leaving the door open, taking down the cameras, coming to my room and forcing door open. When I told her that I thought someone was coming to the house and tempering the water and food and spraying chemicals around the house, and thought the AC she
Thought
will
the AC
denied.
she will deny. What's wrong, Jackson? It's easy.
This is so difficult.
And Will said that I was imagining things, and immediately Will said that was dementia, even when I had an additional lucked out on of the door that forced I found that broken she will denied every time. I Will said to her something was right to tell her about people following me and things I found odd. Never will believe me. Recently we moved to a new apartment. There were marks done by our door, strong chemicals coming from my room and bathroom so bad that I started getting sick out of nowhere. She has come to my room to get to things that she has in her room and take down everything, or sorry, excuse me, take down something I have in my door closet and my bedroom that I told her not to take down. She knew why I got everything locked down. My internet box connection is inside my walk-in closet. Medicines, toiletries are inside locked. And I know my internet has been hacked. Wi-Fi it's inside. She just acting weird. I even told her how they're paying you. What are you been told you will get if you help my enemies? She laughed and acted weird. How to deal with my daughter in this situation? Please help. See, Jackson, it's simple. Straightforward.
So
I don't know what
sad.
I just said.
That's so sad.
Yeah, this is the actual just mental decline. Like, this
And
is gone.
it would be
actually gone.
I don't think it would be a contender for this little downvoted segment. But what's the issue? The issue for me, and what makes it bad, is everyone in the comments just reinforces the delusions or fucks with them. It's always just
love
one
that.
of those two.
You know, Reddit will ban you for spicy memes or if you post in the wrong subreddit that a power mod doesn't like, but it's completely fine to let schizophrenics like fester and rot in their mental illness in front of
Delude each other
everybody to
actively.
view. Yeah, actively make each other's like insanity worse and worse.
Mhm.
Like here, like this is a reply to that post. Yeah, our families are our weak points. They know it and they use it against us. So take care of every one of your families. Murderers and rapists are out there after them to get to us. Peace sign, peace sign, peace sign. Another one says, the worst part is when these gang stalkers, who are really organized human traffickers that work for crooked cops that steal assets and inheritance and take out life insurance policies on targeted victims, and then everyone gets a percentage, groom and brainwash our loved ones to turn against us. It's usually about money.
Sorry, I like this guy is the first one who offered an actual explanation as to why gang stalking happens. And I guess his theory is that they all get together to manipulate their way into the person's will and life insurance and spread it.
There very well might be people here trying to talk about actual gang stalking, but it seems like it's drowned in a sea of my mailbox is angry at me and I don't know what to do.
He continues on with his theory. It's usually about money, but sometimes it's because they want to fit into the cool club, which is gang stalkers, or the gang stalkers promise them a job or relationship opportunity. My brother became a gang stalker and targeted my parents for their assets, and he also gang stalked me and my children because we were aware of that. Now my 20-year-old has been groomed into becoming a gang stalker by his dad and does a lot of gaslighting from his dad and his dad's girlfriend and family, who are all gang stalkers / human traffickers. These human traffickers destroy good people and families for money and power, basically. But remember, God watches over. We'll get these evil gang stalkers / human traffickers eventually. Isn't it funny how literally everyone in her life is a gang stalker, including her children?
Where are all these recruiters? Like, where, when I was a teenager, could I sign up to be a gang stalker and get trained?
Why did I get an invite?
Because this is common.
Yeah,
Like,
really.
someone shows up and goes, "Hey, you want a job?" It's gang stalking.
This
Where do
sounds
you
like
do
such an
this?
easy gig. Like, hey, what do I have to do? Wear a suit. Okay. Downvote
wear
comments on Reddit. Okay.
dress nice, be outside, know someone's family. What else do they do? That's about it.
The OP replies, "Thank you for your comments. You hit right at the spot. I believe that's what I'm dealing with. Every time I said how much money you getting paid," talking about what she said to the daughter, "what promises you got, she keeps laughing like she's nervous. Yeah, I mean, what is she going to do? She's dealing with her schizophrenic mother. She's probably confused. She's my daughter. I do loved her. I did not treated her bad. I always supported her and I have been there for her. I mother things." She said that I never
mother
said
things. That's pretty good.
She said that I never said was I'm not talking to any government agency or don't think that a guy for government agency came to talk to me. I was like, I never mentioned anything about that. So that was kind of suspicious.
Yeah, see, a lot of these other posts are paranoia. Like, you know, people just getting in their own head, fucking themselves over, bad habits. But this woman in particular is actual complete mental decline. Like, really needs treatment and really needs help.
I mean, this is why institutions are needed. Like this is directly affecting like her daughter, who probably doesn't know how to deal with this. Definitely not. If her doctor doesn't even know how to deal with it, how the fuck is her daughter meant to deal with this? And it could lead to like genuinely schizophrenic people are genuinely dangerous.
Yeah,
like, this is a
I mean,
dangerous
you
situation.
read this shit, especially that one at the top, and you realize, you know, I can kind of see where they got the idea to lobotomize people.
Yeah, honestly,
Like it shut them the fuck up, at least, right? And you go, okay, well, I mean, this is better. It's fixed.
it's sad.
Yeah.
It's sad,
I mean,
but like
old-timey mental illness treatment also used to be a lot of, hey, go live on this island. Bye. It's for your own good, I swear. Like, I get it, where there's just a level of, if you don't know the brain back in old-timey times, you just want them gone, you know?
Yeah, get the fuck away from us.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
Jesus.
genuinely, like, I think the solution that we have now, which is just like, I don't know if anyone actually gets help. These people get
Give
help.
them a Reddit
We really
account.
don't.
They're just
Yeah,
kinda
make a
let
Reddit
out.
account and vent, and you'll be better.
They're let out into the world. It's dangerous for them. It's dangerous for us. Like, I
Yeah.
genuinely do think institutions probably more necessary than jails.
I
at this
mean,
point.
it's a messy issue. We don't really have a good solution, you know? So,
No, we don't have a solution. We're not doing anything.
yeah. Yeah. I mean, we
It's
arrest them and put
silence.
them in jail, so that's cool.
That's good for us. I really don't care. Yeah, put them in fucking prison. Get the fuck out of my life. It's either both of us suffer or only you. If I have to pick one of those, it's gonna be you. Sorry. We can sedate you, I guess, for your own good.
No, institution is what's needed. We have the capability of doing it, surely.
We have
Anyway.
the technology, fentanyl.
and directed energy weapons.
Which is just a real weapon and we just
I'll
kill you.
take this one. I'll
Okay,
take
go
this
for it.
one. This is relevant to my interests. Recovering porn addict being gang stalked. Please help. And then the body of the message, I am trying to stop masturbating because porn has ruined my life. But I have noticed that almost every time I am in a crowded area, someone begins masturbating in public. I should have read ahead. I'm sorry. I think I'm being gang stalked and that these men know about my struggle with masturbation. What should I do? Where is this guy going that people are routinely masturbating in public around him?
He's probably, if he's schizophrenic, he's probably just imagining it as well.
He's at the
He's going
bathhouse.
to he's going to a local porn store and he's like, everyone here's masturbating. It doesn't make sense. What the fuck? And then there is a reply from another Redditor. They did that to me just once, or so it seemed. Some homeless guy just jacking off on a main street while I was walking down it. My reaction was just not to look at him and not react and keep walking. They also did this street theater thing where I was walking down a main street and there was a guy and this girl who looked underage and she was full on buck naked and the dude was acting like he was her pimp and she was acting as if she was mentally R-word that YouTube doesn't like, and didn't care about it at all and was available. I again just didn't react and kept walking. They also could be testing how you react internally by the way of remote neural monitoring. Maybe they haven't gotten enough test data yet. Personally, what other people do in public is their business. You should examine your reactions to it and map out the thought process associated with it, see if you can determine something. Another thing, not masturbating at all can be detrimental to health. Fluid congestion, stagnation, vas difference, blah, 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 blah. And then a bunch of like no-fap advice. So this person saw a homeless man jacking off and said, oh, I'm being gang stalked.
Yes, because I want to stop masturbating.
Yeah.
I know.
Holy shit.
So
Wowee.
these people were hired to gang stalk him by masturbating in public.
And remember,
Yes.
kids, if you see a homeless man jacking off, you're being gang stalked.
You're in danger.
Yeah.
Street theater is such a joke. These gang stalkers have the worst skits or street theater. It's so irritating and almost insulting. I look at their faces and wonder what on earth happened in your life for you to be acting a skit in public. They clearly want to push a narrative, desensitize you to something, or simply to mock you. I cannot tell you how angry this makes me. The acting is so surreal and a joke. On top of that, the intentional walking into you and opening doors as soon as you walk by them. Why? Why? I just want to understand why. What is their problem? Someone replies.
So to clarify, street theater is the idea of stuff just happening out in the street and in real life,
Exactly.
right? So
Yeah.
do these people just expect that real life, if there was no gang stalking, is just nothing happens ever?
No one ever
Well,
bumps into you.
No one ever does
no
anything?
no one opens a door as you walk by them. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's like,
no one acts or lives. It's just they move. And
Oh.
they're
that's all
seeing
silently.
ghosts everywhere, or they're seeing connections everywhere.
Yeah.
You know, I was crossing the streets. It was a green light for me, and the cars just stopped instead of running me
What?
over. Like
That-
street
that's
theater.
like that's like the Truman Show. They stopped for
know.
him.
I
What
know.
the fuck? Oh my god. One time I went to Starbucks and I ordered a coffee and she said, "Here's your coffee." And I said, "Thank you." And you know what? She said, "You're welcome." Fucking stalker. Disgusting.
And then she gave me a
Freak.
coffee.
Did she
Yeah, and then
X-ray your
and then
bits?
she actually gave me the coffee instead of staring at me like usual. was fucked up.
And then there was a homeless man outside jacking off.
And that's when I knew.
Yeah.
The person replies, they're just freaks that don't feel like freaks since they have people backing them up in their depraved activities. Another one replies, it's just dumb. Somebody told them you were a terrorist or criminal or something, and they didn't ask any questions and think that they are helping our society. At least that is one theory people put forward a bunch. Another one replies, I don't really understand what the point of it is. I'm well aware I'm under surveillance. Paying some idiot to try to get my attention as I'm walking down the street has no impact on me whatsoever. Yeah, clearly. No impact.
Yeah, right.
It just reinforces my belief that the masterminds behind it all also don't really understand why they're doing this silly gang stalking. Over a decade now, it's accomplished absolutely nothing. Another one replies saying, I do street theater back. So person acts insane in public is what I'm getting there.
Well,
What does he do, the
Street theater is like normal, regular stuff. So he sees people like bump into each other, go, excuse me. And he goes, oh, I'm going to get them now.
Yeah,
Hey,
bumps
have a
into
good
them.
day. Yeah, he just walks up, says hello, keeps walking, ignores people, says, oh, excuse me. Yeah,
No,
I got him.
You know, this person is one of those insane people that like is screaming on the street, basically.
Absolutely.
It's that. What I think
Keep reading. I'm going to take a piss, but keep going.
Yeah. What I think is gang stalking reached new level. I think I've been gang stalked for at least 20 years, if not more. I lost my child because of it and lived in my car for 5 years. Now I'm trying to get my life back together despite the harassment, but it seems since I have really started to make progress, the harassment has gone so much better. I'm finally living in my own apartment and every day smoke vapor fumes are purposely being directed into my home. I've tried to cover cracks in all entry points, but it is still so strong. It makes me tired and confused and some days barely able to function. Also, someone is entering my home and I have multiple cameras, but I never see anything on the cameras, but I know they have been there because things have been moved and sometime purposely so that I know that they were there. I've tried so many times to catch this person, but I can't seem to. Because they're not real. Oh man. The answer is so simple. If they're not showing up on cameras, what do you think that means? In order to get help, I need to prove it's first happening and then who is doing it. I don't know what to do. I would actually be, I wouldn't be surprised because he's talking about like smells and stuff. Like, could this not be carbon monoxide poisoning?
It's possible. And I think when you're getting poisoned like that, you also become irrational. But I also want to say this is like they're talking about cryptids or like Bigfoot. Like, oh, I just cannot get them on camera. Everyone has Ring cameras now. It's almost impossible to sneak up on anybody like this.
Well, he said he's got cameras. He said he's got cameras in there, but he still can't see them on the camera.
Yeah, exactly. Because it's not real.
Yeah. I am trying so hard to fight for my life and stay, but it's really hard when someone makes your daily life miserable. I lived in my car because of this. Every apartment I had, they did the same thing. I keep hoping that one day it will just stop, but it's been at least 20 years and it's still going and getting worse the more progress I make towards making my life better again.
Well, okay. If they've been in multiple apartments and in their car and
Probably
outside,
not
it's not poisoning.
carbon monoxide, yeah.
No, this is just typical. I love the common theme of nobody believes me either because there's like hysterical men and even more often women who do the whole, this is like the, no one ever believes me, no one ever listens to me, but on steroids, like everyone's always against me. It's like everyone's always against you because you're being a cunt, probably, to your whole family and friend circle. And this is that on steroids.
Well, if everyone's against you in this situation saying this thing isn't real, then it's probably not real.
Did I miss the reading of the guy who says, oh, you know what? This is just kind of weird. I'm going to back out. I'm done. Sorry, guys.
No, none of that yet. All doubling down.
It'll happen.
Someone says, I'm sorry this is happening to you. Have you checked your camera to see if it's going offline and that's why you're not catching whoever is doing this? And the person replies, yeah, when I leave sometimes they will turn the power off, but it happens a lot when I am home as well. I don't understand. Things have been moved overnight and I see nothing on camera. I do have a plan, but I'm not going to say. That's ominous. I do have a plan, but I'm not going to say. That's
it
actually
involves
scary.
a gun and
Yeah,
the
that's
nearest
scary.
school.
That is actually a scary sentence.
Yeah.
Cops check on this 18 days ago. But I just wonder if they're able to fix the footage somehow when there is not a lot of motion and maybe erase a person. I'm so confused and it's scary as hell to know someone has been in your home when you were sleeping. And I not only have 2 deadbolts on my door, I also physically tie it to another door. All my windows have locks and alarms. So Andrew, you missed it, but this person's basically saying like someone's coming into my house and moving things around my house. And
that is a literal textbook classic example of like schizophrenia and other illnesses like that. Like that's straight out of the playbook.
he's saying like I've set up multiple cameras, but I never see anything on the cameras, but I know that they're here because things are moving around.
Yeah. That I have heard that used as an actual example of mental illness. Like
Well, I
that's
mean,
clear
yeah.
cut. Yeah.
Someone says, but it seems since I have really started to make progress, the harassment has gone so much better, so much worse. Like quoting the OP, she replies, yes, it happens to me too. These individuals are straight up cyclical. He replies, they are. And since I'm sure they get paid to do this, it seems they stop for a bit just to give you a sense of hope, let you recover, maybe let your guard down, and then boom, there they are again. What the fuck? I am really getting angry and tired of it. And I want to fight, but I need help. It's too much to do it alone. How do you manage for how long? So just again, if any police officers are listening to this, this person has now said, I do have a plan, but I'm not going to say it. And also, I want to fight in back-to-back messages.
So you want the police to gang stalk him, make it worse.
Yes, I think
we learned that all police are gang stalkers from that previous post.
I think the officers should sneak into his house and move the furniture slightly. Not even a lot, by like turn the couch by 5 degrees. Just like little petty stuff, you know?
They should leave a little like microchip behind and scratch on it like property of U.S. government for directed energy weapon and see what happens.
But they should also
an unplugged Raspberry Pi on the kitchen counter and leave.
They also need to they still need to wear their Harry Potter invisibility cloaks though to make sure that they don't show up on the cameras.
Yeah, of course. Wipe the footage.
Someone in Discord, our Patreon chat said, put a giant sign in the middle of his living room that says "You are being gang stalked," like some Wile E. Coyote shit. Just a giant.
You're on camera.
Post.
Smile.
All right. P.S. Do your cameras catch little flying? I guess what it looks like, almost little pixies or something. I suppose a more rational person would say that they look like little bugs or maybe big bugs.
Oh, someone God, we're getting into this shit now. Like, God damn it.
The pixies are involved. Someone replies saying, I'm a targeted individual since 1983. I have the fairy flying things. And then there's a picture of like his bathtub or shower with a little white stain on it. And it says, is this what you're talking about? And then someone else replies, or the guy replies with a picture of his own little pixie saying, yep, something like that. If you don't mind me asking, what is your experience with these fairy flyers? And he replies, I think they do the dirty work. I thought that was people in my attic. I thought those people sneaking up into my attic trying to get close to me. Perhaps there was, but now I think it's these little fuckers. Or maybe a different
something worse.
Yeah, wait,
or something worse that YouTube does not like.
Let me count the asterisks.
Yeah.
Oh, so wow.
For audio listeners, by the way, these are photos of ordinary bullshit, but with specks of dust in front of them.
Hey, it's just dust. It's like the classic. It's the classic ghost hunting show thing where it's like, oh my God, that orb of light showed up on the camera and then floated away. That must be a ghost. When in reality, it's just a fucking speck of dust. They show up on cameras, especially when they're
clean your lens.
Yeah, this. I don't know if this fuckers or something worse.
Yeah.
We are talking about pixies.
Well, it's a good thing he censored it for Reddit. Yeah.
True, fairies, yeah. Yeah, maybe the censoring was fairies.
Oh, he might be censoring fairies because he doesn't want to give them power. Oh.
Wow, all of these words work. They're all the same letters.
Well, fairies would also work for one of the specific words that we can't say. But anyway.
They don't seem to care about the cameras. I get tons of video. And he replies again. I mean, like that picture that I have there, it's just a still image from a video. It's not like they all look like that. Most of them look all right, almost like orbs, but more like a flying insect, I would say. But yeah, what you have there seems right on just different cameras. Pick it up a little bit different. No clue what that means. Another person replies, the OP replies saying, yes, there's lots of little orby-like things on the camera footage. What is that? And he says, I don't know what they are yet, but they are part of it. I can confirm they are part of it. Super bright one, like I caught on video. Most of them don't look like this. Most of them look like orbs, except they move like some kind of flying bug. Some of them are brighter and move faster. Some of them are a little bit slower and seem not to be as bright on camera. They're not camera shy. And then finally, we have one last slide here.
If only there was like a natural explanation, like some sort of bug that also glows when it's flying.
Yeah. It's not even that. It's not even, I mean, even if it was just a bug, that's fine. But just like literally dust. Just everyone film at night and you will get that.
Oh, okay, so there's fairies. I've never seen them. They're not in my eyes, but they always show up on my camera. No, the camera has nothing to do with it. They only show up on camera, but no, it's okay. You're not listening. It's only on the camera.
The camera also keeps giving me red eyes. What is this except demonic influences?
It's the gang stalkers putting the devil in me. That's how they do it.
All right. I wanted to highlight this last one because it actually made me sad. Like this person says, when gang stalking ends. Hey guys, I made a few pretty drastic life changes over the last year and the gang stalking has stopped completely. At least for now. Obviously, it has affected me deeply. I'm still very afraid of people and have anxiety that is out of control. Building new connections feels almost impossible. I literally talk to my roommate when she's in a good mood and my parents on occasion. I can't talk to any of them about this. I'd love to start rebuilding my life, but I feel stuck. Anybody have any experience with this? Is there normalcy after being targeted? So it's like, oh, fuck yeah, a positive post kind of. Like
this man's ascending to heaven. He put his arms out and the light's taking him.
No, you guys aren't paying attention. This is a decoy. This is an inside job to make people put their guard down.
No, this is a real person. Jokes aside, like I was like, this is positive. Like they've made positive change. They're like over their delusions and they're kind of like now seeing the light. And then I was sad again because every single fucking comment was this. This person says, I've never heard of it stopping. If you're sure it has, then I'm happy for you. Be proud of yourself that you had the strength to endure and take your time rebuilding your life. Just take it one day at a time and keep trusting your intuition and faith in yourself. Another one says, many people say that if you stop drug use, that it stops. This is possible. There does seem to be a lot of correlation. And I don't mean it's in people's heads while they're high. I mean, they are really being targeted by the government for associating with such things. So close.
Now hang on. Let's think about that sentence again. I heard that if you do drugs, you'll think you're gang stalked. It has nothing to do with the drugs.
I love this comment saying, I've heard that if you stop drug use, it stops. Well, that must be because the gang stalkers are only targeting people who do drugs.
Yes. It's got nothing to do with the drugs. But I've heard if you stop doing drugs, it stops. But it has nothing to do with the drugs.
Anyway, I took some Benadryl.
Yeah, and then I went on Benadryl, and the man in the hat told me I was being gang stalked.
It continues. Another comment reads, they take breaks so you'll get relaxed and think that it's over. When you get comfortable, they come back strong. That way they emotionally rattle you. You're dealing with cowards. We all slip. We are only human. Try to develop the mindset where you don't care what anyone thinks of you. Keep your head on a swivel. Another one replies, they sometimes take breaks, but for many people, when the gang stalking stops, they start doing electronic/remote targeting. Hopefully that doesn't happen to you. Another one reads, there is no stopping it. You can only control yourself.
Yeah, they're trying to pull him back into the dragon's den.
That's exactly why it made me sad. It's like even this, they can't let anyone leave. It's like, no, you're wrong. They'll be back. It's like, man, this is
which is definite paranoia talk for sure. Yeah.
Well, it's like the Benadryl subreddit that we were talking about previously. That's what made it so insidious for me, was that all the comments were just reinforcing the behavior.
But because this sort of stuff makes them angry. This is just like, okay, so you stopped getting gang stalked? You sound just like my doctor. You sound just like my husband. You sound just like everyone who never believed me that it can just stop. And they get mad. And they're like, no, it doesn't.
Scary
Hate to break it to you, but yeah, it's going to happen forever. Sorry.
Scary subreddit. Scary ass subreddit.
What the fuck is this? You made a tier list?
We're making a tier list, baby.
We said last week we were going to do a tier list.
We're going to make a quick tier list. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Well, yeah.
Wait, who was that submitted by? This one?
Ethan Quinn.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Round of applause for gang stalking. Good job, gang stalking. Woo.
Yeah.
We're all proud of you. All hundreds and thousands of people listening and watching them now.
You are definitely one of the worst communities, I'm afraid. But where exactly do you fall on the list of worst online communities, gang stalking? That's what we're going to decide right now with the seven communities that we've already covered.
Are we rating just worst or also funniest? Like entertainment value?
I reckon just worst. Like what ones make us the most uncomfortable?
So is S rank like the most worst, or is F rank the most worst?
The worst will go at the top.
Okay, so this is a tier listing of how bad they are.
Yes.
Okay. Got it. Roger that.
All right. So let's each say our worst one so far.
Benadryl.
Kaya?
S tier.
Still
easy.
Torn under no COVID.
Benadryl S tier. I think it doesn't have to be first, but S tier is like, you can't argue Benadryl S tier.
Do you agree with that, Kaya?
No. I mean, yeah. Can we have multiple in one tier?
Yeah.
Yeah, of
Okay.
course.
Yeah,
Yeah,
multiple in one
sure.
tier. Yeah. I think Benadryl
I
was
will put it
easy
at
S
A.
tier.
A.
Jackson, you're the tiebreaker. Don't do half tiers.
No, I'm not doing half tiers. I'm thinking
Yeah.
I would put Benadryl in
Dead-
S tier.
Yeah, Dead Children wins every time.
All right, next plushies. where do we put plushies? I'm thinking like C.
Yeah,
Yeah,
F or C.
F. I'm fine with
I would
F.
say F as well. It was like 99% harmless. It's like
Yeah, right.
fine.
I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
Zero COVID community.
A.
Ooh. I would agree A as well, actually.
I would also agree with A.
Yeah.
Penectomy. I would put in C personally.
F.
I could say C. I would agree with C. It's definitely worse than plushies.
It's worse than plushies for sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Pet free.
B.
B or A for me.
I'm leaning A.
All
right,
I would
so-
say A, but after COVID for sure.
Yeah, I would
Yeah,
agree with
not
that.
worse than COVID. Yeah.
Kaya,
I said B.
but would you see the case for A?
Well, let's make it first in B and look at the last ones and see what happens.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's the flag one again?
Incest.
Oh,
No, incest was the flower.
Oh, the flag is the one that we just
Gang
did. Gang stalking.
Yeah.
Oh.
All right,
so
incest.
incest.
Is
Ooh.
pretty bad for me. I'm
Incest
gonna be
is
honest.
a hard one. That's a pretty
B.
hard one.
B. I'm gonna go A for me.
I would say B, but after Pets. I think Pets is worse.
You think pets? I think incest is worse because it was like again, it was a lot of pedo coded stuff in there.
I don't know. This one's hard.
Kyle, what do you think?
I said B.
Yeah, but above or below pets?
Yeah, where in there?
Oh, below.
All right.
I would say B, but maybe above Pets now that I'm remembering more of the details.
I agree. I think it's A. So I would
So
automatically
let's
think it's
put
above.
it before Pets. That makes everyone happy.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, let's put it out of the tier. Really fucked up. Not correct. Anyway.
Right, there we go. All right, and then finally, gang stalking. I would probably put.
I would say C.
C at
Yeah.
best.
There was a little bit of fuckery, but it was mostly just crazy ramblings.
Yeah, I'd put it above penis though.
I would not put it above penis. Well, no, because the penis one actually had people mutilating themselves, whereas most of gang stalking just seemed like rambling about stuff.
No, but the issue with gang stalking though, the subreddit for me is the reinforcement, and it, like there were a lot of family related stuff where they were convincing each other that their family members were in on it and evil, and things like that. There's a lot more like
So my idea is I think the gang stalking people are going to be like that regardless of the subreddit, whereas the penectomy one you're going to get encouragement and make it worse, you know. Whereas with the crazy people, but I'm saying the crazy people are going to be crazy regardless. Whereas with the penectomy one, it's a big argument Jackson made. There might be people who don't get egged on to do it without it. You know what I'm saying?
is there some like, for example, with the last post there with the gang stalking people, there was that person that's like, yes, I'm finally free, but then all the other people are like, no, you're not actually free. So there's still that like convincing.
Do you guys both think it goes before penis and C?
No, in terms,
I do.
Honestly, I would put it with F because it's like very amusing. The penis one is gross. That's what I factor into my worst. Like the worst. The word worst.
Jackson,
to
where
me
do
means
you?
making me fucking vomit sometimes.
Well, I think
Jackson, where do you put it?
I think people are going to be able to, more susceptible people are going to be able to be convinced into thinking that gang stalking is real and that they're being targeted and it's going to ruin their lives and the lives of their loved ones. There's going to be more people that are able to be convinced of that than there are to cut off their penis, basically. So I think it's worse. But
Put it in F tier, but before the plushies.
yeah, okay.
Yeah, I think that's fair. I think that makes sense.
All right, that's our tier list ranking so far.
Yeah, you can't beat dead children. Go Benadryl.
Okay, so from bottom to top, we've got Plusher Files in the bottom of F tier, and then we have Gang Stalking at the top of F tier. For C tier, we have Pinectomy 2. I think it was called. The subreddit was Pinectomy 2. I think the first one got banned. The bottom of B tier is r/pet free. And then r/incest isn't wrong. And then A is r/zero COVID community. Which I feel like incest is worse than the zero COVID community, but
Wrong.
I'll accept this.
I hear arguments for both. I don't think I could pick a winner. I think they're both horrible.
I still think that incest is. We'll see what the comments say. A is zero COVID community, and S is the top. The top of the list is r/Benadryl.
I think it's going to be real hard for beating when a literal kid is asking for help and everyone says just take the Benadryl and shut up. Like that's stuck with me ever since we did it. I don't think we've seen anything worse than that.
Communities that would beat that in a heartbeat.
Ooh, maybe you need to submit one. Unless they're not funny. They got to be funny.
Well, there's got to be.
But they got to be funny.
There's got to be some kind of
the
funny
pet free wasn't funny.
Fuck Jackson.
I think it was funny that they were insane and over the top about it.
We are a comedy podcast. Let's never forget that.
Insane. I think I can do insane.
You can send me a suggestion and I'll vet it. Let's say. All right. That's going to do it for Downvoted this week. And of course, the official podcast this week. Thank you very much for joining us. Official.men for a 7-day free trial to early access. Ad-free content of ours, as well as bonus stuff over at those platforms. Yeah, that's it. Thank you very much for joining us, and we'll see you next time. Remember to send your suggestions to the official podcast, yt@gmail.com. Thanks, guys. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.